Well, that's weird. Hello, everybody. I just chatted. It says it went to YouTube, but I don't see it on YouTube. Checkity check. Y'all hear me okay? Checkity checkity check. Can they hear my voice? Thank you, Red Ranger. Thank you, Misty. All right, let's go main. Let's go to the... Wait, hold on, we got a light out. Hold on, 1 second. Technical difficulties as per always. What stream would be complete without technical difficulties? Brought to you by technology. First in technical difficulties. All right, here we go. For real though this time. Hey, there we go. Happy NFTuesday. We should have written so you could sing some more. Nah, that was not singing. I don't sing. I forgot the other lights. Dang hole. Well, they don't really go with the theme here of the red and the black, but let's turn them on anyway. I think that back area is lacking without it. Oh, we got a hype train! Let's go! I love that I can hear this stuff again. At least something good came out of all this. Hype train! Thank you. What I don't see are events over here. I don't see what you guys have subbed and done all that stuff. That's a big miss. So let me bring that up over here on Twitch. Thank you for whoever subbed or gifted bits or gave bits or gifted subs or whatever the hell you did. I appreciate it. What's up, Liz? Creator dashboard. Yeah, what's funny is I did the same things that I had done before, but on the fresh reinstall, they worked. Then they worked. Stream manager, events. I wonder if I can add this into chat and activity feed. That's what I needed. I think. Yeah, Red Ranger subscribed with Prime, making 15 months. We also got a follow earlier from Shirkin, 1103. Thanks, Shirkin. What's happening, everybody? How are you? Misty, what's going on? What's going down? What's new? Funko Addict Tech? I get to see Tech in a little over 27 hours, something like that. I'm hoping we can meet up tomorrow, Tech. I don't know what your day looks like, if you have to work or whatever, but... Alex R21R, how are you? Checo 1090, hello. Checo, I don't know that... Is this someone who's been here before and you've changed your name? Or am I just... I'm sorry if I've forgotten. Welcome, Checo. Hope you're doing well. Am I almost ready to go? That's sweet. I have a weird process for getting ready for these trips. I don't do any packing in advance, but I start prepping a lot of stuff. Like... The backup battery has been charging. The mics have been charging. The iPad has been charging. I've got the laundry going. So that when this afternoon after work is done and I'm in this crazy let's get the packing done, I have all the elements. And the checklist. I've got the checklist of the things I need to do this afternoon to be ready. Oh, I got something cool. So I did do the due diligence. Tech says I'm with it. Off all week for NYCC. Can't wait to meet the NU fan. I'm so excited. Tech, I think you first came to the stream last year around this time. May have been a little longer. And I feel like we've gotten to be good friends via the interactions we've had here and on Twitter. Like you're one of us for sure. It's like you always have been. So yeah, I can't wait to bring you into the fold. You're already here, but in person. We got to get to see Savage. Gonna get to see Nick and Nessa. I talked to Nick from My Pops this morning. They're hyped. They're excited. Bring a light hoodie. We'll be dropping temp to 50, 60. I got just the thing. Speaking of merch, some of you saw it yesterday. My new red hat featuring the inspired by Rocky Moto. And then I got it in just in time. Actually, I got it in about a week ago. I actually prepped. I got in my new t-shirt done by Printful via Shopify. This is available. If you need one, if you'd like one. You can order it in... I got it in this cool, oversized shirt that I really like because I'm a big boy and I like to I always say I like to smooth things out. A big shirt kind of smooths things out a little bit for me. Savage says, can't wait to meet up with all the Nerd Uniters. Let's go. Yeah, so I did the due diligence yesterday. I don't have to bring it up here on screen. Where's my phone? Did I leave my phone in another room? This is an ongoing battle at our house. Let's see. I left it in there. But I did go through and I made a spreadsheet with all the prizes that were part of Priscilla's giveaway that I won. Still can't believe that. Shout out to Priscilla and her Extra Life giveaway. I need to know the exact name of that thing before, because I want to make some videos and some content around it, and all along the way it'll be... Let's look it up right now. What did she call this? Let's go to Priscilla's Twitter. Priscilla's Twitter. Valor and Vellum. Oh, Tech sent me a link. I gotta look at that. Miss Jessie Star, Ben and I aren't going to the con, only up to NYC for the sideshow Lord of the Rings party Friday night. Of course, I leave Friday at like 4-ish. I got to be out of there, so I'll miss you guys. Dang it, so close. So close. But I got to get back. Those hotels in New York, they think very highly of them, and it just wasn't feasible for me to stay longer. If I'd stayed 4 nights with all fees and everything, it's like $1,800 to $2,000 to stay there. It's freaking ridiculous. I know I could stay further away and come in, but I didn't want to do that. So, freaking ridiculous. Here we go. So, here were all the prizes that I won from Priscilla. You don't know when you're going up on Friday? Why don't you guys swing by, pick me up at the con, run me to the airport, we'll hang out while we're in the car, and then you can swing... I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I would never ask that. Come down to PA for a few days? I would love to visit. I'd love to go. I haven't been back to Pennsylvania, to Philadelphia in a long time. I got to go to an Eagles game there one time on the company dime to do some work. Got down on the field, got to take photos. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed the city. Went. Actually, I've been twice. Now that I think about it. I went with a buddy. Went for his birthday. We went to go visit him. Yeah, the Yingling. Ooh, that sweet, sweet Yingling. I got to get one while I'm in New York. But we went to have Geno's and is it Pat's? What are the two that are right there, catty corner from one another? I know they're the touristy Philly cheesesteak, but they were delicious. Then we went somewhere else I can't remember the name of that he recommended and had a good local real deal cheesesteak. All wonderful. Loved it. Ithaca has some good beers. Or bears. Oh, beers. Yeah, okay. Just kidding. Misty said we can take you on a Yingling tour pretty close to my house. Like the actual Yingling. Oh, that'd be dope. Get a real cheese. Yeah, I did. I did the whole thing. But I had to try them all, you know. Luckily, I didn't try one full cheesesteak at every place. That would have been detrimental to my health. So anyway, I went and I broke down all the prizes here. So I got some stuff from Priscilla. I got some stuff from Edwin Huang, a.k.a. Iron Pinky. I got some stuff from Mike Matsumoto. I got some stuff from $7 a pop, from Goozy Pens, from Artistic Flavors, from Brian Cook, a.k.a. Butts on Things, from Stormy Vault, and from Kid Heroes Productions. So I made a spreadsheet of all the places I got to go, and luckily, like a bunch are in Artist Alley, all almost on the same row. So that's pretty easy. And then a couple are upstairs. I think it'll be fairly easy to get to all these places. The question will be, how busy are they? How long will it take to go, hey, I won the prize, Priscilla, you know, the thing. Hopefully she already told you. I'd like to pick it up. I want to get a little video content with each if at all possible. Maybe like me walking up and them giving me the thing. We'll see. But one of the things for sure, if you see right above me here in the bottom right, was an NYCC exclusive comic book. Now, I'm a seasoned veteran at this Comic-Con thing now, right? And I know all the things you need to have to prep to take with you. And some of the stuff you need to take with you is to be able to bring stuff home, right? I'm taking a poster too, big fatty, shorty but a fatty. Don't make that into a thing. So I can bring home prints, larger prints. There's some 12 by 18 prints there that I got to bring home. But then you get the smaller stuff, like your comic books. Got that. That's one of them. Art prints. I'm getting a few 5x7s from Priscilla. Things like that, right? And I struggle always how to bring those home. Did a little research. found the thing. This is called a comic book binder. It's really not that thick. 2.5 inches, I think is what it said on this end. Got a zipper round all the sides like an old school trapper keeper. And inside got some pages. Each of these is supposed to be big enough for bagged and boarded comic books to go in there, full size. I've got bags and boards. Oh, thank you, Boba James. I've got some too. I just got to go out to the garage and get them. But I've got this, and then so I can throw this in my backpack. I can zip it up, and you don't have to worry about the stuff getting damaged. And it was like $20 some odd, maybe $29 because I needed it overnight. I waited till the last second, of course. Yeah, Savage, this is brilliant. They have some other brands that look a little more heavy duty or have more sheets, but the main thing for me for this trip and for Minnie is the size of what I take, right? I need to be able to pop this in my backpack and still, I don't want it to be too heavy. I'm not carrying 50 comic books. I might grab the ones I want, a few prints. I might grab something at the V-Friends booth if time allows and I can do it, money allows, to be able to bring home. And this is easy, right? And even if I need to put it in my carry-on, this is going to be enough. It's rigid enough and flexible enough to work. So if anybody wants that, I can send a link. Which reminds me, is it 3-hole punch? No. It's got the sheets are already bound in. You can see there, they're already bound in. You can't add additional sheets. But part of the beauty of that is you don't have the big nasty rings in the center, or whatever you would have bound there that would cause indentations or something when you close this. This is actually way better. JT Collects. They also make comic book store folios. I saw those. Hard plastic and fit about 20 bags and boards, which comes in handy in the back. But yeah, that would be good. Just a bit. It was a bit heavy duty for what I was looking for, right? I've seen the boxes. I think that may be what you're talking about. They're almost like a box when they have a flap, and you can put all the comics in there, and they're harder on the outside, but they're thicker, and I didn't want that. I didn't want thicker because I want to be able to easily toss that in the backpack, in the suitcase, whatever, and not have those sharp, heavy-duty corners. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I saw those. If anybody is looking for something like this, let me know. I can drop a link, but speaking of, we're in the special big deal days from Amazon, and if anybody is willing, if you're thinking about doing some shopping or checking out the deals, I shared my referral link earlier, and I'll share it again here in the chat. If you guys wouldn't mind, there's my referral link. I need to get 3 sales in order to keep my affiliate status. I have not been good about posting links to products. So if you follow that takes you to the Amazon deals, and then if you buy anything, the big deals, then I might get a kickback from it. Oh, of course, Red Ranger, that's how it goes. But maybe something else comes up, you know? I appreciate the thought, though, you know? That's what matters. Free NFT today. This is inspired by Tron Ares, of course. This one, from afar, looks pretty normal. The detail in this one, I spent a lot of time and effort on this a week ago when I had the idea. This is all completely vector, which I've gotten good at doing stuff in Illustrator that most people would only try in Photoshop. I really always prefer Illustrator because I can take this and make it whatever size I need. I can take elements out of it real easy. To me, Photoshop is just like painting. It's not as easy to make the maneuvers that I need to do different things. So make sure you fill out the free NFT form for anybody that has not already gotten it on a channel other than Twitch. Let me post this. I'll put it over on YouTube. These will be going out this afternoon. So make sure you... whoops. Can I not copy that? Oh, I don't think I can copy that there. Interesting. Learning something new every day about this new chat. Let me go to chat and events and see if I can grab it from there. I can't. This will be going out today. See, because I'm leaving tomorrow and I'm not taking... I'm not going to be doing that kind of work. Oh, good. Liz already did the thing. I just need to pinned. And put that there. And pin. The only thing that it wouldn't be on right now is Twitter live. Let me bring that up. Is Twitter not live? Uh-oh. Something didn't go right. Should be. Says it's live. Where the frick is it? Did I have to push another button? Man, I hate that, if that's the case. I think I did. I think I needed to push another button. Hold on 1 second. That's irritating. Cancel and rebuy. I saw that. Thank you. Nice. Scheduled. It's not there. That's really weird. I scheduled this earlier today. I guess I could still... Well, can I still create it? Yeah, Mandy B, thank you on YouTube. And you're coming through the new shared chat. For some reason, Twitter didn't go live. I'm not going to try to fix it right now. Nobody hardly ever watches that, so... I haven't been around a long time. I'm not sure if you recognize me or not, but that was me who yelled at you at the end of the Rocky Moto event at STCC. Oh, nice, JT Collects. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I saw so many faces at the Rocky Moto event because there were, no offense to Mike and anybody else, there were too many people there. That thing was insane. It's so hot. I know what they were doing, and I still respect Mike and the team, Dave and everybody, for trying to get as many people to appreciate the event, to be able to participate. But at some point, you got to call it and go, no, we can't put more people in here. Those chairs, that was too many. That was too many people. And the heat then got to people. The freebies were being tossed out, which I'm still giving some of those away. We have for the box game on Fridays. The heat got to some people, words were exchanged, there was some craziness. I hope they learned from that for next year. They did definitely learn from fun days in previous years on stuff like how you give out giveaways. And one thing you don't do is toss them out into the crowd because people can't behave. People can't act like adults. So sadly, there were some words exchanged, and then some celebrities got into it as well. It was a bit insane. I hope they learn for next year. Toss out was not the way. Yeah, you can't do it. Sadly, I know Mike thinks the best of people and is like, hey, everybody, if you get more than one or two, pass it out. Make sure everybody gets some. And he's hopeful that people will do that, but people don't do that. Unfortunately, I won't be there all days. JT Collects. I'll be there tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. I fly out tomorrow, but with the time change and everything, and coming from the East Coast or the West Coast, that's a whole day of travel, right? So I'm going to do Thursday and Friday at the con, then Friday afternoon, I got to peace out like 3-ish. I'll be checking the traffic reports and stuff. I got to peace out at like 3-ish to get back to the airport to come home. So I'm making the most that I can out of a couple of days. I'll miss Saturday, Sunday. It's unfortunate, but somebody sit down, Mike, and tell him people are mean. Now, I also know Mike is a very real human being, and he knows that. But he was hopeful, and he tested it, and now he knows, right? He got plenty of feedback from people, that's unfortunate, because people don't share feedback in the best way possible. I think Mike's great, and I think he thinks people are great, and there are a lot of great people, don't get me wrong. But all it takes is a few people who are entitled and feel like it must always be fair for them, not fair for everyone, that cause the problems. Mike should have consulted with Fun Days attendees in 2015 and before using the toss-out format. Yeah, it's kind of hard for him to know because he still ran Fun Days for many, many years post-2015, but he ran the production, the play, the presentation part of it, not the logistics behind prize distribution and something like that. So those people, unfortunately, are still at Funko, many of them, and he didn't have their expertise. There's a lot of people he could have consulted, but again, he's hopeful that people just behave well, and now he knows. There's always those bad players in everything. I've been getting more into watching like sports card collecting and grading and stuff like that. And the bad players are there too. I see how people go up to booths and they'll put their notebook down and steal cards from under the notebook, or people get the graded cards. They'll crack the slabs, put a crappy card in, sell that. They'll take the little PSA thing and put it on another card, sell that. Like, people always finding a way to ice skate uphill, or trying to. You gotta be a realist, right? It's sweet that Mike still has hope for people. I think more than anything, it's simply him putting on an outward a public-facing personality, and I don't mean that as a dig. I respect the man. I'm not talking smack about him, but he's not going to give in to jabs and commentary and silliness from people publicly. He personally, behind closed doors, probably he's like, I can't believe the crap that I saw. I can't believe people. But he's not going to let us see it, and that's smart. As the head of a company, you don't want people to see you rattled. I don't get why people feel the desire to do stuff like that. I don't either, Mandy. I don't either. I think we can all take care of one another and all have a great time. It's just how life is. Any recommendations on where to check value for trading cards, sports, Disney, etc.? Used to use Beckett. So Geek Drifter, it's the same thing for pretty much everything these days, and that is your eBay closed listings. There are websites, like when it comes to trading cards, I think there's one that's like called something point. I could tell you for sure. That'll give you a ballpark, but those sites, and I don't know this site well enough. Let's see, it's Sports Card Values Point, I think is in the name, POIN, 130 Point. This site right here. I have not used it much, but this has a lot of sports card values. Now, what most all of these sites do is the same thing. They go and they take the description of an item and they look at eBay and whatever other sources they may have, whether it's their own marketplace or Mercari or whatnot or whatever. They take in the values for as many sales as they can. They do some sort of filtering to remove things like fakes, autographs, damaged, etc. And then in the case of sports cards, Pokemon, etc., you've got raw and graded. That's becoming the way for, pops as well. But and then they give you a number based on the average sales. But they're all flawed. They're all flawed. You are not, and you can take the time to go to eBay and look something up, and you can filter out the crap. We've talked about it enough here, and I'm certainly happy to help. You filter out exactly what I was saying. If you have a card that's raw, meaning ungraded, and you know what condition it's in, then you only compare that to similar items. And make yourself a little spreadsheet, or you just write it down, whatever, and you go, here's the last 10 sales of that item that matches what I have, and this is what the average selling price was, therefore you have found your value. And that's ever changing. It changes daily. Unfortunately, in Funko collecting, it's all broken right now. Display Geek's doing great. The Funko app, HobbyDB, PPG, all those are broken. And anybody who tells you otherwise does not understand how it works. I can give you the real on it all day long, and it's not to tear anybody down. I would love to be able to scan a pop with HobbyDB and get an actual accurate value at any given second. It would make my life easier, and I want to see them succeed, but unfortunately it's just not the case right now. It just is not correct. It's not functional. And I'm sure they're not going to come at me and go, oh, we're good, because they can't back it up. Again, I'm not here to disparage them. I'm just telling you it's not working. Yeah, no shade at Display Geek. He's a good one. I love Display Geek. I love Sean. But I also love I love what $7 a pop is doing. They're doing great stuff. They've got great protectors as well. I think there's room for both companies in this world. I like Display Geek's displays. I love the Grail mod. I think that's fantastic. Hard to see up there. I wish I had like a little spotlight on it or something. I get my protectors from him. I think he's great. He's got my business always. But I bought from $7 a pop, and I will continue to do so whenever the opportunity arises. They are at the cons, right? Anyway, did that answer the question about values? Geek Drifter, thanks, Sully. I was looking online but couldn't find a good site. I use your advice for my Funko collection, and that's worked perfectly. Good. I think one thing that does work to your advantage right now is if you are talking with people who really do lean into the PPG HobbyDB things, the values, it gives all your stuff more value. But be realistic if you're trying to sell or if you want to get like a true value, those are not valid sites anymore. I hope they get it fixed, but like if you look at let's look for an example of one. Let's look at something. Let's go to HobbyDB. I have I don't know if I remember my login info. Let's try. I've had to change everything. So We'll just compare something to show you that the radical difference that some of them have. Let me see if I can log in. See if I can even remember the username. Oh, it's on my phone, of course. 1 second. What's up, Uga? How you doing? 1 second. I gotta grab my phone. Let's just do it this way. I don't need to log in on the computer. I'll just look at it here. Let's take a pop I have right here, something with a little bit more value to it. What do I have? Okay, here we go. Something tried to fall and I caught it with another pop. That was really good. I got NYCC Killer Frost from DC, which by the way is for sale. If I take the HobbyDB app, which I'm paying the monthly right now because there is some helpful information there still. If I scan the QR code on the bottom, let's see, I was not having good luck with this the other day. I scanned the QR code. Let's see if it will actually, this is part of the problem. This used to be snappy. This used to be so fast. Oh, if you buy the ones from Display Geek that are from Collector Protector, that's Collector Protector with a K at the beginning, those do not have the tabs, and I highly recommend. See, this is not working. There's problem one. Let me go back. I'll just look this one up. Killer Frost Pop 712, because that's the number in the corner. We give it a second. Still coming up. There we go. Two variants. I click on the two variants because what I have here is the booth sticker, not the shared sticker. And that's usually laid out here. Let's see. Killer Frost NYCC versus Killer Frost with no NYCC indication. Regular shared $23. $120 for the booth sticker one. If I click on there. Now, that $120 is their value based on the data they have collected, right? If we scroll down, this is where the actual helpful information is. You can see a chart of the value over time. That's not accurate. And if you come down a little further, look at this. On the top of that little chart, it says 1 sale in the last year, 4 in the last 2 years, 3 in the last 3 years, and the last sale was $150. Now that's helpful to a point. It helps improve my point, what I'm about to show you. And then if we go down a little further, it'll actually show you the most recent sale, according to this, was 2024 October, so a year ago, and that was for $150. So they're saying that not a single one of these have been sold and changed hands in the last year. So now I go to eBay. And again, my point here is not to call them out and get them in trouble. This is not breaking news at 11. I'm not making YouTube videos and tearing them down like some other people would be doing right now. That's not at all what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to show you guys how to get good values. And unfortunately, they're something that used to be the tool and are not for me any longer. Killer Frost Pop 712. I just want you guys to be armed with the right information. Now, look at this. This is black numbers indicate that's what someone's asking for it. That does not mean that is value. Never consult the black numbers unless you want to get an idea of what are people asking. Look right here. Somebody just got this for $100. That's already way below PPG. If I go down and click sold, however, we can look. Now we want to filter out, like I was saying earlier, like for like. I got to ignore all the shared stickers. I could try to put some more letters and words up there in the description of the item, but it's really hard to dial in a real con sticker versus a non-con sticker because people put weird stuff in the descriptions or nothing. Interesting. This one says Flash 712 Killer Frost Pop with glow-in-the-dark blue protector included. There's no mention of NYCC, New York Comic Con, shared, nothing. It's not in there. I wouldn't have found it. It sold for $115. So already proving my point. That was within the last 6 months, 4 months. Let's see if there's any more. There's another one, $50. There's another one under $35 if the image is to be believed. So if you take these two are the only hard numbers we have. That's 165 divided by 2. Your average selling price is $81 and change. That's well below the $150. So that proves my point. If somebody wants to says, hey, I'll give you 80% of PPG on that Killer Frost, you take it because you're already winning. Because if you try to sell it on eBay or another site, you're not going to get even what they'll give you at that 70 or 80% of PPG. And I'll tell you this too. This is just for you guys and for anybody who comes back and watches the VOD. I've been experimenting with this a little bit from a watching it standpoint. There is a huge There's a huge difference between the stickers, the values of the con stickers versus the shared stickers. And those lines have been blurred a lot on eBay lately, i.e. if you can watch auctions, disparity, thank you. If you can watch auctions of the con stickers for certain items versus the shared stickers, you can pick up on deals like whoever got this one. Whoever got that Killer Frost right there at under $35, assuming it's in good condition. We want to verify that. Let's look at that's a good looking pop from what I can tell. I would do a little bit, there's a little something on the side there. Yeah, there's some marks. So it's not in great condition. So maybe that's not the one to look at. But you want to, like what I'm saying is you keep your eye out. And remember, auctions are for buyers. And you can actually make some money by buying somebody else's bad listing and selling correctly. So there's something to be said there. I've been watching, like, if you go to eBay, go for Funko Pop exclusive, leave it at that, and go to auction only, and look at, this is not by best match, but by ending soonest with bids. You could try without bids, but this is pretty helpful. So now we've got, it says exclusive. I can just scroll until, here's a chase, $14.50. That's probably a fair price. Just keep scrolling. Look for con stickers. Look for, right, there's an NFT one. Scooby-Doo Headless Spectre for $61. It ends in 55 minutes. I don't know what that is compared to other sales on the Scooby-Doo NFTs, but that might actually be a good deal. But you keep scrolling and look for the con exclusive stickers. What is that one of the numbered Stan Lees? Whoa, that's a Stan Lee autograph pop with certificate of authenticity, a verification on pop at $123.50. Hear the revenge. You mean it was higher or lower in digital form? Not sure which way we swing on that. I'm looking for a con sticker to, whoa, $350 for the Mythic 2-pack. Looking for con stickers. They're not as frequent, right? Okay, that flash, I think I sold that one for way more than $5. But that's probably, you're not going to make much profit off that deal. Looking for a con sticker versus a shared sticker. What is that? What is a weird sticker on that? Boruto? Toy Stop 2023. I don't know that pop because I'm not into anime, but if it's only at $9.99, what's the actual value of that? There may be some money in that. But you get my point, I think. Looking for the con sticker, you got to do a little digging, but you think about how many pops are listed in sell every single day in auctions. This is something you got to look at regularly. And if you finally find one, then you could start kind of comparing and going, oh, okay. Freddy is Green Ranger. What's the LE on that one? That one was booth only and con only. That could be a good one. Hey, what's up, Professor Josh? 5,000 pieces on that. That's not worth fighting for, unless you're a big Power Rangers fan. Yeah, but you could do the research. You could do look at it. They couldn't even post it right side up. That would have been too much time and effort. Oh, there's a good one. The Green Goblin. Hold on. 300 pieces? If that's real, ooh, that could be a hot one. Yeah, 300 pieces. Green Goblin. That was the year that Funko finally came back to Reed Pop and Emerald City Comic Con, only to abandon them again a few years later in their hometown. Sad move. Not in mint. I saw a little scuffing on the side, but ultimately pretty good. And that pop is an expensive one. So now let's jump over. Let's see what PPG Hobby DB says it's worth. Yeah, there were different versions of that one for sure here, The Revenge. Professor Josh, what's new and exciting? How are you, my friend? $109. So I'm looking up this Green Goblin pop you see on screen, which I know to be a very rare pop. I've had one and sold it before. According to this, the glow-in-the-dark version of that pop, average value is $1,050. The auction ends in 3 hours and 45 minutes, and currently it's $61. Now, let's see what the real value is, according to recent sales. So we look up Green Goblin pop. What did I say the number was? 109. I was way off. There was no shared sticker, which makes this one easier, but we don't want the Walgreens one, so if we go minus Walgreens. Yo, Worship! What's up, Ship? I can't tell what that is. The white text threw me. Is that some bits? Or a resub? What is that? I gotta look at my charts and events. 62 months in a row. Thank you, my friend. These are currently, that one's the one that we just saw that's being bid on right now. Let's go to sold. There we go, $899 that one sold for. Wow, that's a good auction going right now. You guys may want to keep an eye on it. $425.20. That's a real good auction we just found. Let's look at this again. Couple things we're worried about for sure. Is this real? Because there definitely have been fakes. Everything looks good on the front there. I don't see anything to indicate a problem. The seller has 1,286 sales. This isn't a new account. You got a little something there with the fold of the cardboard in the upper corner. You got a little something there with the tab. I might be concerned about the top. The back looks really good. There. You got something, a scuff up here in the corner. The bottom is usually troublesome on these, but that one looks pretty dang good. The top is where I was concerned. Yeah, you got a little tear there, but I don't think enough to bring down the value a significant amount. Yeah, and they indicated that. Let's see what else they say down here. Exactly, Red Ranger. Well, I look at it, feedback, 566 positive feedback, 100% positive on 962 items sold. They're probably not going to, and they've been in this since 2009. They're probably not going to jeopardize their account with a known fake or some sort of trying to rip you off. You're bidding on the Green Goblin Emerald City Comic Con Funko Pop from 2016. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. No reserve. Item pictured is what you'll be receiving. Check my feedback. I mean, that's a freaking good deal. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Actually, I can add to my watch list. I'll have to log in. Wow. That's pretty good. The NFT design is sweet. Any chance that becomes a shirt? So, Worship, that's a great question. I thought about this already, and there is a chance, yes. Before I would have said no, because I've used gradients in that outside, and you can see how the R and the side of the N and the side of the S have brighter colors. Gradients haven't done well, but I tested it on a WWE shirt, and surprisingly, it came out pretty darn good. So I might test this one to see. I think it would make a really good shirt. I wish I'd already done it in time for the movie, but I did not. I'm gonna look this one up on eBay real quick and tag it. So I can keep an eye on it when it goes to close later. And who knows? I mean, I don't have money to spend on things, but if I have the money to buy that with and then have an opportunity to sell later after I've really taken a look at it and make sure it's 100% real. Why can't I search? What is happening? My app is freezing. Come on, eBay. That's weird. I've never had the app do that. Crazy. Gary V is the opening scene of the new Tron. No! Wait, was that real tech, or was that... I thought that was some sort of video they shot for something else. I didn't think that was a real deal. I can't get my eBay app to work. That's fantastic. Well, maybe I won't be keeping an eye on it the way I wanted to. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because that's a good question about values. The whole thing is kind of jacked right now. HobbyDB and PPG and the Funko app was never a great resource. Wow, really, Tech? That's so cool. Good for Gary V. We might be meeting in less than 20 or 48 hours. I'm hoping. Maybe right about 48 hours. Well, given the time difference. By the way, the RAM situation still a problem, and it looks like we're near maxed already. I can't do anything about it. It's some sort of issue. I've done all the research between Meld and supported graphics cards. No dig at Meld. I just have a graphics card that's not on their list. And it's just enough where some sort of memory leak is causing problems, and I can't do anything about it. I've tried everything under the sun, short of buying a like a GTX 7060 or whatever that model number is of the high-end graphics card that costs $1,000. I can't do anything about it. So I'm going to always have these issues. Still better than OBS, but an issue nonetheless. I rhymed. It's such a shame. The onboard, there's only 16 gig of RAM, and once it gets maxed out because of this memory leak, it's prone to just crash. But anyway. I close that. Is that still the... Nope. There's the one. Let me see if I can close a few other things that might help. We don't care about Twitter right now. I'll close Twitch. See if we might just be able to get that down a little bit. Because I am streaming both horizontally and vertically as well. I tried that knowing it could be a problem. I even brought down the resolution that it streams at. I don't know if you guys can tell any difference. But anyway. Not much I can do about it. Otherwise, Meld is solid. Totally solid. Oh, this is also the week of Elgato releases. I've been meaning to look this up. I've been too busy this morning. Elgato's got the folks that make our mics and our lights and stuff. They've got some announcements. This is day 2 of Elgato week, which you can see here on their Twitter. Good on them. Look at this. That smart idea to change the banner and use Twitter in that way. They've got some new solutions for multi-PC streaming. They've got a new Wavelink 3, which is the audio software that we use. So maybe they're figuring out how to solve the audio as the devil issue. There was a stream I missed this morning I would have liked to have seen. Voice focus is a new thing. I need to try that myself. They got a new mic arm. I think that's a new one. I love them. Their mic arms are... I have one here, and they are rock solid. Yeah, voice focus is like their big thing they're really pushing. So tomorrow we get a new announcement. Thursday, Friday. Friday's totally new. So something cool is coming Friday. New equipment, new software, new something. Our friend Savage won that laptop, but she had also gotten some stuff from Elgato. So she's got quite the setup resources now. And her stream has really come along because of it. So it just gives you better like high def quality, and like everything about Elgato is not only really good quality, but good pricing, I think, compared to some of their competitors. Really good company. So I'm keeping an eye on whatever they have going. I'd love to be partnered with them. I've applied a couple of times and never had any luck, but who knows? You know, maybe one day. I don't know if we know anybody. I think Teagsta is partnered with Corsair, who owns them. So maybe Teagsta technically is an Elgato partner. I don't know. Let's talk about New York Comic Con. We did a little bit, but I am headed out tomorrow. My goal is to... I'll be there Thursday and Friday, so if you're coming to New York Comic Con, come find me. Come say hello. Let's grab a photo. I may have some stickers and stuff. I would love to see everybody. Thursday, I'm going to start at the V-Friends line. see if I can get in there because I really would like to say hello to Gary. I think he confirmed on a live last night he's going to be there Thursday. Friday he has to leave for a chunk of the day. Maybe it's a Tron-related thing. I don't know because the movie comes out this weekend. And then he's back there part of the day on Saturday and Sunday as well. And then I got to get my rounds to go pick up all the prizes from Priscilla's giveaway. And then I've got a signing Thursday afternoon. Then Friday I have a panel for Running Man. I'm very excited about that. Glenn Powell will be there. Edgar Wright will be there. I love Edgar Wright as a director. I got a reservation for that panel, so that's exciting. Then Friday afternoon, I got to leave to come back. But I'll be around the con. Oh, Thursday night, I got invited to a special party from Funko. I can't believe I get to say those words. They invited me to this new event for these new blind boxes they have, which they're working with Top Pops, as they should. And Top Pops already has a video out today. I would bring it up and show you, but you guys could look it up, showing off the new blind boxes. And those will be available, I think November 3rd was the release date for these. This is their own new unique characters. Yeah, here we go. There's a little video that shows it. Let me unmute. You nailed it, Misty. Some fun designs. Yeah, I think there were two different, I think Misty said there's two videos, but there's like two different, those were the Fun Squad, and these are the Kiguzumis, if I said that right. Sorry, scrubbed it back. Well, if it's your own company, you can knock them off if you want. That's perfectly acceptable. I think what this is... Hold on, let's finish the video first. Yeah, these are like little animals cosplaying as other animals. They're really cute. I think what this is Funko's stab at the higher end blind box trend that's going on right now with Pop Mart, and then you've got your former art lead Ben Butcher with his company Kaleidos that's making these that are a higher end. So yeah, the price tag is a little higher, but these are bigger boxes too. These aren't like little mystery minis or pint-size heroes or even Bitty Pops. These are a little bit bigger. There are many more details, and the paint on them looks really nice, like really polished, really nice. So, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, there's a new option for you. And those, yeah, it says it comes out November 3rd, but I think I get to go to a party and I'll get hands-on with them. Exactly, Professor Josh. Yeah. I mean, it is fair to say for someone personally, because I think Here the Revenge said this, it may be too expensive for you. That's fine. We can't say it's too expensive. You can say it is for you, but I've seen these kind of comments for years. And look, a company knows what they're doing when they go out there. They're going to try this market. They're going to attempt to compete with the Pop Marts and the other people in the space. And they have a big name, and this is their own new IP. So that's something as well. Creating your own IP is probably more important than the form factor all day long. So these little cute animal characters, if they were to catch on, they're not going to be the next Labubu, but maybe eventually they land on what the next Labubu thing is, and that takes Funko from, you know, whatever they are, $800 million company up to a $1.5 billion company. That's what happened to Pop Mart. They earned so much money in value of their company. Not earned money. The value of their company went up so much higher when Labubu's caught on. So it could be a thing. $15, Misty. I think 15 or $14.99, whatever. You know, not a significant difference. On their website, if we click on a link, let's see if they have the pricing up already. Sign up to be notified, learn more. I don't think they have the pricing here. but I think it was in $15.99 and $16.99. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. They're smaller. My first takeaways, and I'm not dogging on the product. It's not something I'm gonna go after, but at the party I'll check them out, and I'm sure I'm gonna like the art. I think it's really cute art. My thing with these are always when you get all these little figures, you have to display them somehow, and the display part of it becomes really tricky, right? It's not stacking boxes that happen to all be the same size and there's already protectors for. You're talking about buying little risers or little cubby things where you got to fit them all in, and it becomes a little trickier to display them. And also, these are not licensed by any known. They're not making them after movie characters or TV or anime or whatever. These are their own original IP. So, depending on their marketing and who they aim this at, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Again, this is what I get to test out on Thursday night at their party, so we'll see. Professor Josh, not a fan myself. Sad they are going away from NFTs and sodas, but trying this, which has so many in the market already. I mean, there's a reason for that too, right? Like, other companies aren't making soda. Other companies have gone away from NFTs, with the exception of like Gary V and a few others. Sports cards, and now Disney with the pins. A lot of people are going away from NFTs. So they're a reactionary company in a lot of ways, and this is consistent with that vision that they have of, well, our competitors are doing it, we should do something similar. Does that work? Don't know. Their financials weren't good the last quarter, but they could be good when these launch. We can see. I like the Freddy tree and Proto in the tire swing, says Here the Revenge. The art looks more kid-like, so on the fence at the moment. Yeah, definitely kid-like. You know what? My first instinct when I see little Freddy here walking on the books is Precious Moments. There's a bit of that vibe with a more saturated color. Oh, that's perfect timing for that, Coupon. Yeah, the little animals. I don't know what I would compare those to immediately, but reminds me of Paka Paka. Lasted about a year or two, right? Yeah, yep. The big idea on Paka Paka was really solid in that the majority of those would be sold in the machines, the Gashapon machines. And Funko had worked really hard to create those machines and work with GameStop to get them in their stores, and then like overnight that was done. I don't think they let that marinate long enough. Now you'll see entire stores here in the U.S. that are all Gashapon machines, which is big over in Japan. And in the mall, in the center of the mall, they have them as freestanding things. If they could have got that fully functional, I think they were on to something. But I don't think they let that marinate long enough. They look like they will be in the toys section in the durable aisle. Yeah, similar. The animals are more in line with Labubu. I don't know about that. They do have flocked elements to them, so I guess that makes them a little bit more like Labubu. But they're not. They're cute. Labubu they're like part cute and part scary AF. These are just cute. I don't know. The only way to know is what will the sales be. Will you see these selling out? Will you see these on clearance aisles, clearance end caps in 3 or 4 months? Will retailers even buy them? There's the thing that a lot of people don't think about is they got to make these products and then show them to retailers at things like Toy Fair, which they may have already been shown, or they're going to really push it maybe this next Toy Fair at the beginning of 2026. If Target and Small Fart and Walgreens and any of these other companies, Hot Topic, don't buy them, you won't see them on shelves, and it's up to Funko to push them on their website and through their own channels. It doesn't give them as good a chance of success. Just because they make a product does not mean you will definitely see it at retail. A lot of people don't understand that. Not a fan of the new Funko line, says Allie, but it's all preference. We shall see what others think. Exactly. Collect Funko. Oh, that was me. I could take that off now, I think. Based on trends, the first wave or two will sell out. Yeah, that is fair to say. Professor Josh says, I can see Box Lunch, Hot Topic, and Miniso carrying them. Yeah, that makes sense. There's the other thing is Miniso. I didn't even mention that, but that is, they have those display cases up in the front of the Miniso stores where they show off all the figures and then you buy the box in hopes of getting that. And I think that's a brilliant play by Miniso. So that's the other thing, is Funko probably was entertaining the opportunity of working with them, because I don't think they have anything in those cases right now. The Bitty Pops and the Mystery Minis, Pint Size Heroes, things like that have never been represented there in the Miniso front displays, I don't think. So this will get them up there. So that actually, competing with Pop Mart and getting in Miniso are probably two of the leading factors as to why they're trying this. Without licensing of other characters, I think it's a tough sell. I like Freddy Funko. I love Freddy Funko and the other characters, Franny and Proto, and that's cool. But I'd much rather have Sully or Marvel or, something like that. DC, Harry Potter. I'd rather see that made. I think it gives it a better chance, a better fighting chance, because your average mom takes the 10-year-old to the Miniso, and they look around and they're going to go, oh, that's cute, or oh, my friend likes that. And typically that comes from, Labubu was kind of an odd one out, but that comes from licensed stuff. Like, oh, I love Daffy Duck. I love this My Hero Academia character, etc., etc. I think those things have a better chance, but then they also cost a lot more money because of the licensing. Professor Josh says, I don't think they look like Funko enough for Funko fans. They look like every other one out there. IP is what helped Funko become king of pop. Yep. I'm in no place to tell Funko what they should do, although I always have ideas and always willing to share. I think if you look at the core of what made Funko, it was licensing and unique licensing. Going for the niche that not everybody else went for. Making the characters from shows that not everybody else was making. Even from things like, early on, Thundercats. Thundercats have been around forever, but they made Thundercats, and not everybody else was making that at the time. It gave fans who were finally coming into their own money as adults the opportunity to buy stuff from their childhood. Same with He-Man. The early ones I got into from Funko were like Disney Pixar, He-Man, Thundercats, Rocky, Ghostbusters. There's always been Ghostbusters toys, but this was totally new. I think those things are what will draw someone in, right? Because they already know it and they're a huge fan. Professor Josh should have launched at NYCC with K-Pop Demon Slayer. Oh yeah, that would have been huge. Here the Revenge says Breaking Bad, Walking Dead merch. Shep says happy NYCC Eve, right, Shep? If they want to get on trend and get people into them. Yeah, the K-Pop Demon Hunters would have been a really good. They did Pulp Fiction. I wouldn't say that's early on. It was earlier compared to now. But I'm trying to think about those initial Funko. It was Walking Dead, DC, Ghostbusters. There was a lot of DC back then. You had the Arrow and the Flash and stuff like that in the early days. But Pixar with Sully, Wreck-It Ralph at the Disney stores. Those were the things that really put Funko on the map. And it happened in such a way. But I was becoming a fan, and I'm like, oh, I love the Sully. What else do they have? Oh, they have Masters of the Universe, Game of Thrones. Yeah. Going with what's on trend, but not necessarily everybody's making. Stranger Things. Netflix was not going to license out Stranger Things. Funko convinced them to do it. And that became an entire other revenue source for Netflix that's made it the company it is today. Because just like all the other big creatives with their own IPs, they were able to capitalize on the success of the show in the collectibles form. And Funko got them to do that. They would not have done it, or somebody else would have had to convince them later, but they weren't going to do it. Do we think this will be more financially successful than Drop? I don't think so personally, but I'm a little too close to it. I'm probably not the person to ask because I had such high hopes and understood, or I think I understood the vision with Drop and what it would be. Still hurt that we haven't heard anything, but I'm going to try to ask questions this week. Savage says, my Funko collection is mostly Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. I mean, when I started, I had an entire wall of Walking Dead, an entire wall of DC, And then I remember having some Star Wars and some Ghostbusters and things like that. And then, of course, Sully. But those, yeah, for me, those were the big ones in the beginning. Professor Josh, I still can't believe they didn't do Stranger Things for NYCC Funko booth, but launched like 15 new Funko Pops in line. I don't get it. I don't get it. But that could have been Netflix directed. Netflix could have said, we don't want them to be exclusives at NYCC because we have this other thing going on in NYCC. There's another thing about licensing a lot of people don't get is Funko can't go, I'm not talking to you, Professor Josh, but in general, a lot of people think, oh, they get the license, they can do whatever they want. No. They get the license, they got to work with the licensor who can dictate which characters you make, what colors you use, what you put on the box, where you sell them, what exclusives you make. All of that can be dictated by the licensor, the owner of the license. And Netflix may not want to draw your attention away from something else they've got going on at NYCC, if anything. I'm speculating here. I don't know of anything particular they have. But they can dictate that. And so a lot of people will point the finger at Funko and go, well, you should have made this in this line. That's stupid you left this character out. You should have done this. You should have done this. You should have done this. And I'm willing to bet that in 90% of those situations, the conversation was held internally to do those exact things. And then when they took it to the licensor went, no, we don't want that because. That happened a lot when I was there. 9,500 gold, 11 should have been NYCC. Says here the revenge. They have a display up. Wait, what are we talking about there here, the revenge? What's the display? Oh, the gold 11? Or something else. Sorry. You may have been responding to something I was saying. Stranger Things. So at New York, I'm piecing together your comments. At New York Comic Con, there is a Stranger Things something happening elsewhere at NYCC. No, but what I was getting at was, are they working with another company who's creating figures that they wouldn't want Funko to compete with? Like, I know they'll probably have a booth or an inflatable outside or something to hype up the show's return. But is there a competing product is what I was getting at. Professor Josh, I think it was funny they teased the new blind boxes with a zipper type pull looking at Thrill. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I saw it too. So they've invited me to that party on Thursday, and I have to. I'm honored, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Funko, should you happen to watch this. But I'm also like, okay, keep your snark at bay. Keep your comments to yourself. You know a little bit too much about the people involved and the products involved and the nature to compete. Like, I can tell you for sure, the people of Funko, the employees, they are cool with the people of Rocky Moto and the people of Thrilljoy. In fact, I was told by multiple of them that they helped each other set up their booth and get everything stocked and took care of one another at San Diego Comic-Con because they all were part of a family that is now just split into multiple houses, if you will. But yeah, I think things like that may have happened without them even thinking about it. The art director who made that video was probably not even a Funko employee. It was probably somebody at an agency who they hired, and that person at the agency could have been influenced by what they had seen in the space before, or could have gone out to do the research and been like, what's everybody else doing? And they see the zipper thing and then it's in there, and whether or not they do it consciously, don't know. Tear into the thrill with the Funko Fun Squad. Rock. Wait, tear into the thrill and rock it with the Funko Fun Squad. They could totally do it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I'm not here to tear anybody down, gang. I'm not here to tear anybody down. I want them all to be successful. Again, I've said it 100 million times. I have Funko stock. I have Funko stuff everywhere. I don't want to tear them down. I want them to succeed. I'm willing to help. I am here to help. I'm just talking real. And I guess some other people make that argument as to why they make their videos and think that's okay. But they take it too far. I don't think I'd take it too far. Stranger Things, Culture Fly, Popcorn Bucket. I know they launched them at Target this week. Oh, yeah, I saw something about that and it looked really cool. Is it like a Demogorgon or something? Stranger Things, Culture Fly, Popcorn. Let's see if we get a... Oh, it looks like a Sidekick got one. Yeah, it is the Demogorgon bucket. That is crazy. It's like the Dune bucket, but far less disgusting. What is this? Oh, that's the face on the side of the bucket. That's pretty freaking cool, man. I think popcorn buckets are so cool, but I just can't bring myself to collect them. They're just too big, and like, what am I even going to do with them? I don't know where to put them, what to do with them, but I think that's really cool. It says there's only 3 left here on the website. If anybody's looking to... Oh, that's near me. Near me for delivery. I don't know. Still says only 3 left, but I don't know if I believe that. Oh, because it's same day from a store. That's not even close to my zip code. Thank God. Professor Josh, I think copying is what good companies do. Why you think IG has stories, reels, and yeah, it is a part of business practice. I absolutely hate it. I think it's unimaginative and really kind of sad that companies can't come up with their own thing and that they do that. Because, like, to me, I would all day long rather play on Twitter. To me, that makes so much more sense than these, oh, let's put up a story and then it disappears 24 hours later. Why? Why does it need to disappear? I don't understand that. I don't get it at all. Oh, but if I then add it to this thing, this group, it can live on forever. But then you got to find it. You got to go. Like, the whole thing doesn't make sense to me. I know I'm old, angry, get off my lawn guy. I love Twitter. I can go and I can look at a post. I can see it right now. Or if I go, oh, I remember seeing that, I can go back and I can actually search by keywords and I can find the thing. We could put up images, we could put up videos, we could put up audio, we could put up photos. You can do it all on Twitter. But there's too many words. People want the pictures and the videos first, and then the words are an extra accoutrement, little add-on that they then look at later. Yeah, I don't understand it. Kelly's always trying to tell me, no, that you don't want that to be a post. You want that to be a story. And I'm like, I want a post. I want it and I'm not saying I'm against change. I'm just saying I liked the simplicity of early IG. Yeah, Snapchat is not for me. No, Snapchat is definitely not for me. It was designed for teens to be able to share things with one another, and so their parents would not find out what they were sharing and get them in trouble. That's exactly what happened with Snapchat and why it was successful. There will always be another Snapchat. Professor Josh, copy or buy? I mean, Facebook bought IG and WhatsApp because they couldn't just copy it, an amount of users already there. See, now I'm all for buying something and integrating it, but I'm more for buying and leaving it a standalone company as well, like that still functions but benefits from your established management and resources and things of that nature. Nashville Lou agrees. Snapchat reminds me of a digital Etch-a-Sketch. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, I guess in a way. The only change I like is jingles in my pocket. The only change I like is jingles in my pocket. So anyway, I'm going to New York Comic Con, and I'm hoping to share with you guys. The likelihood of me doing live streams is minimal. I might try to do a little something like on my way to the con, but I know that the Javits connection is really tricky. So likely what I'm going to try on this one is recording some short videos of me doing things and then posting them to Twitter and or Instagram. Twitter's my thing, so if you care and you want to watch, make sure you're watching me on Twitter and maybe enable those notifications. I don't know if you guys know that if you're following somebody on Twitter, like I am Funko, and I don't want to miss their posts, I can go up here and I can hit the bell, turn on notifications. That will, if I have the notifications enabled in my phone, will give me a push notification when there's a tweet. So just an extra bar here on the front. It will also, when I go to notifications, break those out into a separate area that says new post notifications for. These are companies that I have the bell turned on. Wario, Whataburger. I have, No Shock here. I got Funko. I got Priscilla. I got a few others that I never miss their posts because of that. You can choose how much you want to be notified. But if you would be willing to support me, make sure you go hit that bell and you'll see all my posts, hopefully. They're always playing with those stupid algorithms and making it more and more difficult unless we pay for ads, which I again don't agree with, but they're public companies and they got to make a ton of money, and here we are, here we are at their disposal. But I'll be posting. I'll be going to get the freebies that I won. Bringing that back. I'm very excited about it. Hey, thank you, Dogzilla Wolf, for sharing. Yeah. I can't think of anything else right away. Got my shirt. I'm ready. Got my hat. I'm ready. You guys have any recommendations for me? Is there anything you've seen from New York Comic Con that we should look at that you're excited about? Anything that, if you were going, you would want to go pick up an exclusive from somebody? Because I haven't had time to like really focus on what all the New York Comic Con exclusives. I'm definitely, VFriends is my first thing I'm doing on Thursday. I'm coming by for sure. Whether or not I'm able to get in, I don't know what that looks like exactly. Yeah, what kind of activations are there, Savage? Do we have a company, a blog, anything that shares all this info? I don't even know what this looks like for New York Comic Con. To me, New York Comic Con is such a different beast from San Diego Comic Con. Thrill Joy Man at Arms, cool. Yeah, those look very good. I did see those. Let's see. I'm just gonna scroll and let's see if there's any cool New York Comic Con. Blumhouse is gonna be there with Black Phone 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and more. Whatnot. Oh, Whatnot's got some big banners up there. Oh no, that's a previous year. Because look at all these people. I don't think that's during setup right now. Could be, maybe. I don't know. I don't see it. Do we see a 2025 on there? I feel like that's a previous year because look at all these bodies on the floor and how established. There's the Funko booth. So that is where Funko's going to be, because that's the entrance when you go into Javits and you look right. It's going to be eBay, and then I think that's where that's looking. I only want the DC the mystery at the Funko booth. Yeah, I'm excited about that for sure, but I didn't get the Funko booth, so I doubt I'll have access to that. It would be Priscilla, $7 a pop, Funko, and Star Wars publishers. Yeah, those were big ones for me. Tech said, and the NYCC scavenger hunt is going to be lit. You could win a free trip to NYCC next year. You know, I've only participated in one of those once at Emerald City Comic Con, and it was kind of fun. But I have so many things to do, I don't think I can focus on that. No way, Shep. This is your post from 2023? Oh, that is your post. Look at that. I see it in the corner. How funny. I didn't realize what I clicked on. From 4 hours ago, though. How funny. That's great. I just brought that up because I follow you. It showed it to me. DC Comics is back. I wonder if they've got any good exclusives. Dachshund mystery boxes will be available online. Okay. Barely oh, yeah, the Barely Turtles. Very, very cool. Publisher unveils a lineup for New York Comic Con 2025 as it builds momentum towards DC Comics' 100th anniversary celebration. Some panels, signings and activities, but I don't see any. There's no pictures. This is a press release. We're in 2025 and press releases still don't have images. It boggled my mind when I was at Reliant years ago and was like, why don't we put photos in press releases? And they're like, oh, you just don't do that. You don't do that. Because press releases used to actually get printed on a dot matrix printer at places when the news came in. Well, no one does that anymore. They should have videos and photos and links. They do have links, but... Floor and Outside said Savage, I'm hitting Fantastic Four immersive pop-up experience Thursday before entering Javits. Oh. What is that like what they had at San Diego Comic-Con? This immersive experience? I don't see anything public on that showing on Twitter right now. Maybe that's something you found out about through the press. Whatnot will have a booth. Oh, that's cool. I got to stop by there. Funko won't be in the same spot as previous years. They will be next to us along with NYCC Show Store. Yeah, I saw on the map. They're turn right and they're back in the back wall. So they're definitely in a new spot, which is interesting to me. Tech said CGC booth has a free mystery box, and if you find a golden egg with huge prize, and they have a collab with VFriends, free with any grading submission. Def hitting that. Got my submissions ready. Oh, dope. Savage says there's an Welcome to Derry con floor activation. It's a VR experience. Interesting. I really have not read. Does anybody know if $7 is offering the Sune figure on their website on Friday or just the pin? That's a good question. I did want to look at, if you guys didn't see, I shared this, but $7 a pop did the, oh, there it is, did the unboxing with the Sune. I believe this may be the first hands-on view of the Sune, other than the samples that Priscilla had created for their booth back in July, but those were, I think, hand cast. These are the actual vinyl production that was done. I could be wrong on that, but that's awesome. I don't know about it being on the website. It says only available at the $7 a pop booth, 4515 during NYCC. So that would indicate no, or are they saying that's the only booth you can get it at? Like, don't go to Priscilla's booth and ask for this. I don't know. I usually enter on the north side. First year, going to try to enter on the south side where Funko and VFriend's booth is. What's up, Mortal Wombats? How are you? Pretty sure the figure will be available Friday. You think online? Savage said, check out my publications on wearesecondunion.com. I published a bunch. Hey, there we go. wearesecondunion.com. I gotta stop this or else we're gonna keep hearing that box open. There we go. Shout out to Second Union. Clean looking site right there. Caillou Collectibles. Trading cards. Oh. I see some Tokidoki. They got Tara Strong at their booth. Very cool. Oh, that's cool. I like this Second Union banner you have there. The insert. No, I'm reading that wrong. My Little Pony. Oh, I got to go get my Discord. Naruto. Caillou's fan first NYCC booth experience will bring these 3 beloved international franchises to life with activations, giveaways, and limited edition official NYCC stickered card drops. Huh. I tell you, getting exclusive cards, that's very smart these days, because if they are limited enough, yeah, look at this. Limited to 200 fans, first come, first serve, 1 per person, card for signature provided by Caillou. No other items or merch will be signed for this voice artist. But those, imagine getting one of those for a character that takes off and having it graded and slabbed and graded. That can end up being very, very valuable. Very interesting. Welcome to Derry. Somebody mentioned that. Thursday, beginning Thursday. Face Your Fears immersive horror fan experience. Yep, on the convention floor. They've also got something for, what is this? A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Journey into Westeros. Oh, okay. Spinoff finally happening. That's cool. Adventure Time. That's really cool. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to get to go to. Right. I've got so many limited edition freebies to hit up at NYCC. You're smart. You do it well. You're really good at the planning on that. I'm not good at the planning. I'm especially this year because I have such a limited amount of time. Like, I've got for sure a couple of things scheduled. I've got the phone number for the contact at the Funko booth. They said come call us or text us and then come by. Oh, it's getting jittery. I got things like that. And then the rest is going to be like getting the prizes, etc., etc. I remember getting free NYCC exclusives MetaZoo card. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Got 3, sold for $600 each. Oh my God, it paid for my whole... Oh, that'd be amazing. Let's find some of that stuff, Tech. I need more of that. Guys, I'm going to try the reboot and come right back thing because I think it's about to crash and just see if it works. So I'm going to stop the stream, do a quick flash of the graphics card, and then try to come back. We'll see if it works. So hang out. Give me a second. I should be back within a minute. Huh. A commercial break. Yeah, I'm back, but it didn't make any difference. I flashed the graphics card, and I'm still jittery, and it's still almost maxed out. So inevitable crash inbound. We'll deal with it as it happens. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may have to. I hate the idea, but I may have to start using OBS again to avoid this problem. I don't want to, because I really love Meld and how easy it is to use. But this is not good. I can't be refreshing streams like this every hour and a half and still waiting on a crash. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to solve it. What's up, Liz? How are you on YouTube? All right, so yeah, I'm excited about New York Comic Con. I still got a lot to prep, but the main things really need to take away today is you got your free NFT I'll be sending out later this afternoon, so make sure that you've filled out the form. Please keep an eye on my socials during New York Comic Con as I post about it. I'm excited. It's been so long since I got to go. I do have to get out of here at like 5 in the morning. I'm not excited about that, but I chose an early flight because it's cheaper. And it gets me into New York, hopefully a little bit before rush hour traffic gets too bad, so I can immediately get from the airport to my hotel. We'll see how quickly it goes and how expensive it is. It's going to be an expensive Uber, I think, to get to my hotel, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Oh, the NFTs for boarding soon. So reminder, if you haven't already, you can still purchase my boarding soon passes. They are a sticker, a Kiss Cut sticker. As you can see, I have peeled the sticker off of one, and it's right there on the mic. And then for the TwitchCon inspired one, I've peeled the sticker off. But the whole thing is a sticker. And I got to thinking yesterday, you know what'll be fun? I think I'm going to peel this with the everything together and put it on the side of my carry-on bag. And start making, put one of these on my carry-on for every one of the different cons that I make. I have the benefit of having some extras. But In and Out Viewing says, Chucky got an earbud into list. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, right, Red Ranger? I think it could look really cool. So I might start that tomorrow. I'll do the New York Comic-Con inspired one for my flight tomorrow. Then next week I'll do the TwitchCon inspired one. Dang, Misty, really? I mean, you're the far coast as well, but it should be any minute now. If it's not today, it's probably tomorrow, would be my guess. I mean, yours went out like that. I think they went out last Wednesday, I want to say. Maybe Thursday. But the day I got the stickers, I numbered them and had them in the mail that afternoon for those who had already paid. So hopefully you get it real soon. But as far as the NFTs go, I didn't tell you guys this, and I apologize for not communicating it. I wanted you guys to get your stickers to find out your mint numbers first. I've got your mint numbers all saved in the spreadsheet, and so I will make the NFTs and distribute those. Is this the crash? Yeah. Fantastic. Whoa. But it didn't fully. It somehow leveled out. I don't know. Nothing else was influenced. Just a minor pop, but it smoothed out. That's weird. I wish I knew what I could do about this. I've read forums galore, and I cannot figure it out. Yeah. I bet it'll crash anytime. Yeah, I'll be issuing the NFTs. If I can, I'll do it this afternoon. I may have to wait till I get back from New York Comic Con and do it this weekend, which I hope you guys are okay with, but I'm going to get them to you for sure. Because I've got them all in my spreadsheet. The art's already done for everything except I do have to finish the logo with the airplane, the bonus. But it's almost done. It's so close. It was just this whole hacking thing, phishing scam really derailed everything I've been working on by days. So really, really annoying. I don't see any numbers on my stickers. They have numbers, I promise you. You just got to look. They're not on the back. On the front of the sticker, that's a blank one. But all the ones that have gone out, if you look at the bottom corner, under the QR code in silver, out of 100, numbered. Yeah, Red Ranger, you weren't here for all that. So on Friday, I long story short, very short, I was invited to be on a podcast by someone I knew. Turned out that someone I knew, their Twitter had been hacked And then they sent me a link from this phishing scam. I clicked on it stupidly, fell for it long enough until I started to realize something was off. I may have stopped it before it got too far. Once I realized something was going down, I disconnected everything, started running scans, reformatted my PC entirely, like nuked it, took it down to the studs, reinstalled Windows, the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, National Loot, this one was definitely like, they knew who they were targeting, and I wouldn't be surprised because it's happened within the Wax community quite a bit. Quite a few people have been approached and or have fallen for it. The matter of fact, Captain Degen was in here. He's, I got that email too, but I've been too busy to do anything with it. Yeah, so I think they were targeting to try to get into our Wax stuff. And I think I stopped all. I've changed every password. I've set up extra two-factor authentication. This was on Twitter for me specifically. Yes. I don't know if they ever got... This was from Skatecoin. And this is not Jason who was running Skatecoin. Somebody else got into his stuff. His website's down. He's not using his Instagram. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know if anybody's talked to him. What's going on? I imagine he just had to give up on his whole project because they may have gotten into everything. I don't know. Yeah, Pedro, if you just paid on Friday, that means your stickers would have gone out on Friday or Saturday. You wouldn't have them in hand yet, I don't think. Did you get your stickers already, Pedro? Yeah, it is what it is, Red Ranger. There's always going to be people and or there's a real chance this might have been also AI engineered, that somebody's using AI to try to pull this stuff off, so they aren't like sitting there all the time trying to do it. Like they're just, it's automated and it's going. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. And I checked some things while going and still fell for it. There are certain things I look for, and especially URLs and security certificates. And, I try to be very, very careful. But this one it just got past me. They played it too well. So you did receive them, Pedro. Yeah, so check your stickers down in the corner. All the ones that went out are numbered because in order for me to send it to you, I had to log the mint number that you got. So on my log, I mean, I know what you have. I'm not going to tell you and ruin the fun. Let's see. I'm going to just remind myself. I'm not going to tell you what you got. There you are. Yeah, I know what number you got. Thing that sucks. Sorry that happened. So that's why the Windows install. Yes. Yeah. I had to completely reinstall Windows, and that was a process. The trickiest part about it was in order to reinstall Windows and completely override everything, you have to do that from an external... Okay, good, Pete. Good. You have to do that from an external, like USB or a disk drive. I don't have a disk drive on this computer. Who uses those anymore? So I had to get a USB drive. I had to go to a Mac, a clean Mac that was untouched by all this, download the ISO to that Mac, load it. So I had to get an adapter from USB-C from USB to USB-C. Put it on the drive. In order to get it on the drive, which was FAT32, that means you can only have a file size that goes up to like 4.5 gig or 5 gig, something like that. So then the file had to use a special software to break it into multiple pieces. It was a process, but I finally got it all on this USB drive. I now have a clean copy of Windows I can put on Windows 11. I can put on any machine with, so long as you have the license for it, the whatever you call from Microsoft, and I do for that PC. But anyway, I have that all ready to go. It took less time to install Windows, but then there was another 5 to 7 hour process of getting my machine back to where it was, installing Meld, creating scenes, installing all the Elgato software, routing all the audio, etc. And I hoped through that process that would fix these technical issues, but this just further confirms, and again, nothing against Meld Studios, because I think their software is amazing. I'm just a little too early to it to take it to... oh wow, the RAM usage went down. The dedicated RAM. So whatever that flash was that happened earlier, that wasn't a crash, it actually reset the graphics card without stopping the stream. Weird. Anyway, it didn't fix those problems, so I know it's meld specifically with my graphics card. If they then include my graphics card in future updates, I should be good to go. If not, I'm going to need to get a graphics card that is on their approved list, I guess. So I may have to get a new graphics card and then sell this one. That's still worth like $600 just for the graphics card. So I may have to do that. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I may have to do it. Yeah, disk drives, like, I think you're more likely to find a car with a CD player than a PC with a disk drive that you would buy now. But even cars I don't think come with CD players much anymore. Yeah, if Red Ranger, if you are going to do anything on Prime purchases, maybe you're mentioning this because you saw my tweet, but I'd really appreciate it if you would use my link going in. I need to get some sales. I'm not even worried about the money. I just want to stay part of the affiliate program. Here's my link. If you wouldn't mind using that to start your search. Oh, I might try it. Yes, that's a good point. I'm still rocking a cassette player in my car. Nice, problem solved. Hey, cassettes had their day, and they're kind of coming back in a way. I think they're really cool. Oh, that's awesome. Did y'all see the Post Malone singing with Nirvana? So cool. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up somewhere. Tapes, cassettes. Cassettes have been kind of making a little bit of a comeback as a collectible over the last, 10 years. At some of the cons, I've been able to pick up on things that were put on cassette, like soundtracks or whatever. Records are definitely more popular than cassettes right now, but they're both having a moment, right? As physical media is finding its way back in this digital age for some people, especially as collectibles. I love steelbooks. I love collectible albums, limited edition albums. There's a lot of money in that, but it's also a lot of fun. But for cassettes, when we did the Funko Funcast 100, the 100th episode of our podcast, and we did it live up in Everett, Washington, we had an audience of, 500, 600 people easily, that came from all over the country to come see us. There were some people in from Hawaii and stuff. Afterwards, once I had it all edited and stuff, I looked into putting it on cassette and giving it or selling it as an exclusive, but we couldn't find anybody that could manufacture it in a fair amount of time. It was going to take a long time because they're so busy making cassettes. There's only a few companies that were making cassettes. So, yeah, I've picked up quite a few LPs. I got the new Linkin Park on an album. Kelly's been ordering all the Taylor Swift ones. She just got the new one that came out a couple days ago, or Friday. I have like a cool Linkin Park box set of all the LPs that I got for my birthday a few years ago from Damien and Christina, Geek Together, and I still haven't opened it because I don't want to decrease the value. Shep said, one time with my PC, I wanted to replace my RAM sticks to 32 total gigabytes. Somehow, by replacing the sticks, it broke my motherboard, resulting in me having to buy a new one and essentially rebuild my... Oh, gross. What a pain in the butt, man. It is 2025. I keep saying that. How are we still... This is the same kind of issues with PCs we have been dealing with for 20-something years. It was way worse the prior years before the last 20, when you had to put RAM in balanced amounts, like it had to be two 16-gig cards or two 32-gig cards, or whatever. Now at least you can do it unbalanced. But why are we still sticking sticks of RAM into a piece? It seems so antiquated at this point. I think that's going to change with all the new AI boards coming out of the different companies. I think that's going to change, but now they have AI chips. They're so much better. Sarcasm. Shep said, Sully, when I tell you how carefully I installed those RAM sticks, I still have no idea how. Bro, I believe you. That sucks so bad. They weren't plug and play. Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, they could have made a mistake in the manufacturing of the RAM that caused the problem. There could have been something that RAM runs on the speed of the slowest one, but voltages need to match. I believe. Yeah, I've heard that before, but I haven't. I don't retain that information because I don't do anything with it. I didn't want to build a PC. That's why I bought this thing pre-configured from Skytech. But based on the recommendations of another streamer, that I follow on Twitch, and he helped get this thing built. And he was like, "This is a great machine," and he's not wrong. It's a great machine. Unfortunately, Meld, in building their software with a small team, made it for certain graphics cards and not necessarily this one. So I'm at their mercy of their programming, and I really want to stick with them because I love their product. Static is deadly. I've always heard that. Static. Yeah, I would have figured. Yeah, when I first learned how to build PCs in college, we had those little wrist things you put on that you connected to the frame, or you were told to always touch the frame and ground yourself before touching any of the components. But you can build the slightest bit of static in any environment if you're not careful. You got to be very, very careful. I've been blessed over the years, but I'm sure my time will finally come. Yeah, I learned in college. I learned not only to build a PC, we even learned how to install from scratch the IBM operating system. I can't remember what it was called way back in the day. I used to remember the name of it, but they had their own operating system that was all code-based, and I learned how to install that and get all the components working. I never did work in Linux from that standpoint, but I did work in Linux software, in Unix, for many, many years. No, not Hal. For many, many years in other companies where it was all text-driven, all menus, like pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. You pick that, it takes you to another menu system. Like, I could go through those things so fast at the video store I work out. No, it wasn't DOS. That's Windows. IBM operating system. This was never widely adopted, but according to my professor, it was better. They had ZOS or AIX. I think it's AIX that I learned to install way back when. DOS was designed by Microsoft for IBM. Yeah, but I'm specifically talking about one that IBM themselves had made back in the day, and I think that was AIX. All were better than Windows, but MS had market share. Yeah, I mean, it's marketing and power and money. Yeah. Yeah, I lived through MS-DOS. My first computer in college was a 486 66 megahertz with like a 480 megabyte hard drive. Wasn't even as big as a CD. And it came with DOS, and I had to use WordPerfect in DOS to write my papers. And then finally, later that year, I was able to upgrade that to Windows and started using Windows. But I lived through the early days. Some of the early days, not the earliest. Yeah, very interesting. And I'm definitely a Mac guy now, first and foremost. Because Macs, to me, they're so much easier to use. The hardware's better. The software's made to work with the hardware. A lot of people will turn their nose up at that. I can't do enough with it. I can't this, I can't that. It's too expensive. I prefer it all day long. If it wasn't for marketing and Congress, Apple would not exist. Very possible. They were near bankrupt multiple times. Chucky said, bruh, let's go have a smoke while we wait for the modem to connect. Yes. My first year in college, we had to go to a place to register for our classes. I had to go get in line and get my classes. The next year, they did allow you to connect and get your classes online, and I did it from home with a 9600 baud modem, and it was all menu systems, all typing, no windows, nothing like that, all typing letters and numbers and stuff. But I was able to get in and get all my classes in minutes while everybody else was still standing in those lines on campus to get their classes. It was brilliant. It was amazing. But it came with there were some tricky parts to getting all that, getting connected, picking the classes, making sure nobody picked up the phone. Yep, I remember that too, Chuck. But you know, it's interesting. Microsoft, if you ever watch, what was the name of that documentary / movie years ago? Microsoft stole their operating system from Xerox. They show the whole thing where they got into their headquarters and were like, how do you use the mouse with this, and like show us, and they just showed them, and then Microsoft team went and made it. Tech said there was no better feeling than going into a new school year and we had new Apple different colored computers back in the day. Computer lab was guaranteed to be the coldest room. Yeah, that's true. Totally stole it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was too early. We never had Macs at the schools. No, I take that back. We had an Apple IIe 1 for the entire 5th grade when I was in 5th grade. And only thing we ever got to do on it was like print a banner. It was kind of lame. Play a couple games. But then when I went into high school, we had a computer lab, but it was all PCs. And then when I went to college, my freshman year had one computer lab with like 40-something PCs. By the time I left, 4 years later, there were like 5 computer labs with thousands of computers. Oh, then we regressed and went to Chromebooks. Yeah, those things are crap. They're horrible. My stepdaughter has one, and it is a hunk of junk, man. Can't do crap on it. It's so slow. But I get it. When you have to buy computers for every kid in the school, you can't have them cost $2,000 each. You can't even have them cost, $800 each. They need a computer that costs like $400, $300, $200, whatever the cost of those Chromebooks is. As a computer science major, we didn't have to wait in lines. There were only 2 of us. Oh, man, Chuck. Tell me you're old without telling me you're old. 256, 512, 10, 24. Yep. Oh, man. Autumn's Toy said we had Apple computers in elementary school with the cursor as a turtle. Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that. Uga said we had Commodores and Tandy 128s in my elementary, but one Windows PC. My first computer as a kid, my parents got one at Radio Shack. That was a Tandy color computer, it was called. And if you wanted to record any code, because we'd get the magazine with the code, and you had to type the code out to do anything, like even a screensaver. You didn't buy a program, you typed the code. So you'd get this magazine with the code, and you'd have to sit there and type it all out. And then to save it, you literally saved it to a cassette, like a cassette player. Kind of like the old reel-to-reel hard drives that they had way back when you see the big computers in old movies like the early Supermans. But you had to record it to a cassette, so then when you wanted to load it again after you refired up the computer, you had to play the cassette, and that put the code back in the computer. I don't understand how that worked, but it did. P. King says, Sully, on Thursday night at NYCC, FaZe Hero is doing a Peacemaker watch party with Freddie Storma. If that's of any interest, sign-ups just open. Oh, that's dope. Unfortunately, Thursday night is Thursday night is the Funko gathering I'm going to, so I would have to miss that even if I got it, unfortunately. I would love to go see the Peacemaker finale before it gets ruined. The show is so good. Chuck said, my dad worked as hardware technician for IBM. If you called and complained about a part, it was replaced, no questions asked. I had containers of computer parts that I would use to build PCs. Oh, how fun. That's so cool. Oh, tape. Literal cassette. I didn't use zip drive when I worked at the printing company. We used zip drives, and what was the one after zip that held more data? I can't remember what those were called, but yeah, I used zip drives when I first started working out of college. Autumn's Toys, I remember having to do reports on a typewriter and having to mess with the whiteout paper. Oh, I did that. I did that earlier on. Jazz drive. Yes, Chuck, that's it. Chucky said, I had the honor of working for FedEx off-site at Apple during the time that Apple was sending out computers to many schools across America. Huge weeks worth of work to process shipments and fill trailers full of computers. How cool. Wow, don't you wish you had some photos of that now? There's so many times in my life, I don't have a single photo of the video store I worked at for 4 years. Because you didn't have a camera on you. Who brought a camera to the video store? There's no video of us working at the video store. None of that. It was insane. I would love to have some photos from those days, but we don't. Every once in a while, somebody might bring a camera if we had a little gathering, a party or something. But we weren't taking pictures of the shelves or the inventory. It was us standing in front of a glass door. We don't have anything from those days. Uga says, remember the stacks of floppy drives and one stop working ruined the whole... Oh, yeah. I was telling Kelly how I had a buddy in college who got a PC. He got a PC, and we had to reformat it by putting Windows on there, and it was 32 floppy disks, the 3.5-inch discs that we had to put one in, wait for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, put the next one in, wait 10, 15 minutes, and we'd be building something in his house and then come back in every once in a while and put in the next disc. Tech says, I still have my 3.5 millimeter floppy disks from 4th grade saved. Somewhere I did have them. I think I finally got rid of them. I used to play King's Quest when I was a kid, and the game was like 8 to 14 discs. Oh, man. Chuck said, did you see GameStop that still has the ad for Halo 2? Yeah, I saw that. It's so funny. It's so funny. People have been like going to it like it's Mecca now. I saw some kid post, well, I had to go see it for myself, and his tweet has a ton of follows, a ton of likes. I never understood that. I go, why did we call them floppy when they were definitely hard disks? But we already had hard drives, so I guess you could have called them hard disks. Yeah, I mean, I remember the original floppy that you could bend and break if you weren't careful. And then we finally went to those hard drive disks that make sense. I like the thing now. It was 5 1/4. Is that what it was? I like the thing now where they show, we know what the save icon is. And if you show a kid, they'll be like, oh, that's the save icon. If they saw a floppy disk, they're like, oh, that's the save icon. Like, because they don't know why it was the save icon. They just know that's what it represents. So funny. I got to take a quick bio break. I will be right back, and we'll continue the conversation. You guys give me just a moment. Actually, let's, you know what we haven't done in forever? Why don't we do a Sully Bucks giveaway? I can't remember the last time we did one of these. Mandy B said, I still have some floppy disk full of Sims 1 custom content. I will never need them, but sheesh. Right? That's crazy. Giveaways. Yeah, I have to make one again. Sully Bucks giveaway. So everybody can get an entry, and to my top 3 winners, I'll give 200 Sully Bucks each. Everybody gets 1 entry. It costs 0. Max 1 ticket. Starting now, and we'll see if this appears on screen. Oh, I have to adjust where it's at there. Yeah, the giveaway's running now on Twitch. In the chat, type !enter or !ticket. There we go. And I think this is clocking the number of people and everything, unlike the screen, which is not. But you guys get your entries in. I'll be right back. After a couple of minutes, we'll run this. We'll pick 3 winners. I'll be right back. Just realized I gotta find my AirPods. They're there. Hold on, I'm gonna put these on the charger. I'm running down my checklist of everything that needs to be charged and packed. Nice try, Pop and Stock. Did that work? !ticket spelled out. That's not how it works. Oh boy, you're a goofball. All right, we're at 2 minutes and 15 seconds on this giveaway. I'll go to 3 minutes, so another 40 seconds. Then we'll close it and we'll pick 3 winners. I didn't mute it, did I? Okay, good. Win Pop Stream? What's that, Gorner Graphic? If you have any NYCC questions, ask away for your vet first-year employee. Oh, yeah, that's right, Shep. I mean, I have been many times before. I just haven't been recently. I think I went every year from 2014 to 2019. So that was 2 years as a fan, 3 years as an employee. of Funko. And then I was really going to try to go that first year it came back, but I didn't get to because funds, right? And the only reason I get to go this year is because of those tickets I won. I've always wanted to go back because I love going to the big cons, right? I love seeing people. I love access to things and events. It's so much fun, but it's so expensive, right? So I've made the best I could of this trip. It's still expensive, but getting the prizes and getting to use the tickets and stuff, definitely worth it. So I'm asking when Poppin' Stock is ever going to stream again. He hasn't streamed. Oh, he streams all the time with his guessing games to win stuff. But I don't know when the last time he was on camera was, if that's what you're asking. Yeah. Yeah, not much to talk about. Yeah, man. I can't tell you. Oh, yeah, time's up. I ran an extra minute over. All right, we're going to close the giveaway in 5, 4, 3, Gorner Graphic, 2, and 1. Closing the giveaway. We'll pick our 3 winners. I think it only shows on stream in the chat, but it might show here. Let's see. Let's get a drum roll in the chat. Oh, yeah, the drum rolls are working. They're even working on the vertical. We're going to pick our first winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And our first winner is... It did show. Uga shows right there as well. New thing that came out from the ex-CEO. You talking about Thrilljoy or Rocky Moto? Might be talking about one of those. All right, we're going to pick another winner in 3, 2, 1. Oh, good. It stacks them. That is Problem Solved. And our third winner in 3, 2, 1 is Jungle Banano. All right, there we got our 3 winners. I'm going to close the giveaway. Oh, there they are. There's where they put them on screen. That's weird. They reformatted this whole giveaway sitch from Stream Elements, but it puts things kind of in a funny spot to find. I'm going to finish the giveaway, and then we'll go and give away the points. Let's see. Oh, I can even give bonuses. I forgot about the bonuses. If your current balance ends in a 5, 6, or 7, I'm going to give even more points. So let's go to leaderboard, and we will search the users first for Uga. Uga, is it 902? Yeah, 902. Uga currently at 1048, so no bonus. If it had ended in 5, 6, or 7, you'd get a bonus, but you're still going to get the 200 Sully bucks. So let me just copy your name. Make sure I've got it right. Give points to you, 200 Sully bucks. Bam. An error occurred, couldn't add points. Wait a minute, did it put a space at the beginning like it does sometimes? That was it. Oh, now I have to redo the whole thing. Of course. Yeah, of course. Okay. Give points. Uga, 200. Try again. Good thing I caught that. There we go. Uga, you are set up now. Let's try now. Problem Solved. Search. Currently 2347. We're going to take your 200 up to 500 points for Problem Solved. Points have been adjusted and given. And then for Jungle Banano. Checking, and oh, I thought it said 7. 23,789. Thank you, Jungle Banano, for being here so much. 23,789. Not a bonus, but you still get 200 Sully bucks. Adding in 3, 2, 1. Added. Okay, perfect. You guys got your points. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you. You can just type in exclamation point points in the chat on Twitch. Shep. Exclamation point points. Like Misty just did. There you go. And it'll return and tell you. There you go. Oh, you're at rank 112 with 20,913 points. Red Ranger. I'm going to give you a point to get a chance to get some points here in just a minute. I think I'm going to play a little bit of Rocket League, but wanted to continue our conversation first and make sure there's nothing I didn't think about telling you guys or think about answering. I mean, as far as I know, still nothing from Drop. Keep in mind, we do have another snapshot. I believe the next one is on the 22nd. Let's double check that. for Marvel, the one and only Marvel it may be. I'm still holding on to a little bit of hope, so I'm saying maybe. Diamond. Yeah, don't forget to turn in your coins, your redemption coins for Dungeons and Dragons, or you can still buy them on the secondary market. Those are due Friday. Drop Arcade Season 2, if you got lucky enough, that's on the 16th. And then Funime Series 2 on Halloween, which you might want to take care of soon, because on Halloween you're going to get busy and forget. But the next snapshot is on the 22nd for the West Coast Avengers. So make sure that you open your packs, complete your royalty sets, all that good stuff before then. But as far as I know, we've not had any update from Drop. I've not seen anything on any future potential for the platform. I'm going to try and ask the question. I'm going to be at the Funko event. I'm going to be there around some employees. I know exactly the ones to ask if they're still there. And I'll ask them, can I share this with my community or not? And they may say no. But we need boots on the ground. We need you to show up at HQ. You think so? You're saying I need to march into HQ and demand answers? That wouldn't work. Would I like to go? I would like to go up and visit HQ again. Excited about my new skins from Fort Nightmare. Ooh, is Fort Nightmare up and running yet? Ask what happens with the Drop exclusives. What do you mean, what happens with the Drop exclusives? Don't march, go in super slow. If they say no, you got to honor not telling us, but you can wink in Morse code. Okay, here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. We'll set up a code now between me and you. Right? Don't tell anybody about this. I got to do this just right, because I can't be winking. I can't be like pointing or anything like that. I got to be like, certain phrase indicates it's a no-go, and another phrase indicates there's a chance. So what would the phrases be? Oh man, I wish I had something prepared, or I'm going to forget when the time comes. Curse if no. No elbow, wink, wink. Turn the NFT pops upside down if we're back on. Wait, that upside down pop seems like a bad thing. I like the idea of doing something in the background, Red Ranger. That's smart. Han lives and Han lives. No, I'm with you, Red Ranger. I'm trying to think of what exactly I would do. And will I have time to do it? Burning pack on the... Well, that's too big and problematic. Ship. That's a little obvious. Callard, I was thinking something more like that. That's a little... I think what I might do is I might remove a section of the pops. Of the NFT pops that's visible. So like these guys right in here would be replaced by something else if it's bad. If it's bad. Oh, the light colors? Nah, I mean, that's a good one, but I won't remember. Wear a t-shirt. Real subtle. If those are replaced with something else when I come back, that means I did not get good news. I won't be able to elaborate, but it means I didn't get good news. But here's the thing. If I forget and then I go to stream, I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Caca! No, I'm not doing this. I don't want to break their trust, because they could easily go back and like look up a video too. Go to Small Farts. No, I'm not going to Small Farts for anything. Gornographic, put a note on your chair so you don't forget. I'd still forget. R.I.P. graveyard in front of them. Do we have any NFT pops that have a little sign? I don't think we do. I do have Freddy Funko Pops that have a little sign. Wear the big hat. No, I'm definitely not wearing Crocs. You stop it, Linder. Play Fall Guys. Chuck's not even saying for any particular reason. He's just saying play Fall Guys. Something will change back here if it's a no-go. Something will change back there if it's a no-go. We'll put that there. Put up the Beetlejuice and zombie NFTs on top. I mean, it is Beetlejuice right there right now. Chuck says, oh, to clarify, no, if it's not coming back, play Fall Guys. Maybe I don't want to play Fall Guys. This is the way easier thing. No hat if they... Y'all are abusing this question, as per always. I'm not doing any of those things no matter what. Stop abusing me. You're taking advantage of me. I don't like it. Shep said got a permanent tattoo that says drop if we're on. Nah, get a tattoo that just says drop with a 1P. Either way, you have to get a tattoo. I don't think so. No. Play Animal. No. Wear your hat backwards. No. Just start the stream with a smile or a frown and we will know. I mean, what if you're not here right away? What if it freezes? Place the Scream canister in front of the PC. I can't. There's no shelf. There's no room for it. Where's Nadu to ask about the hot tub? Shave the beard if it's good news. No, Kelly and I have been talking about Halloween costumes, and we're not even, she's like, no costume where you have to shave your beard. No, nope, Paint your face like a clown. Okay, you guys are ridiculous. Y'all are straight up silly. Straight up silly. Ain't none of that happening. I'm not going to small fart. I'm not wearing Crocs. No, thank you. Not in the slightest is there a chance of that. You ever see me wearing Crocs and live streaming from a small fart? You should pack up everything you own and move out of the country. Everything is wrong with Crocs. Pornographic. Have you seen Idiocracy? They used Crocs as what would happen to the future of man when we finally just completely gave up on everything and we would just wear Crocs. That's what's wrong with Crocs. I can't... It won't let me hit play on Rocket League. We're already in that timeline, though. You are in denial. Yes, I'm in denial. I'm going to stay there. Paint your fingernails. No. The Crocs I have fart as I walk. I mean, Linder, I love you, but sweet Jesus, that's exactly what I would expect. Red Ranger, okay, now make the chat self-destruct so they don't see this. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not going to break their trust if they do tell me anything. I will ask the question if I get the opportunity, and I will say, may I share any news with my chat? I mean, it would be really cool if I could get them to go, yeah, you can give the official news. Then I'll make a freaking video about it, and I'll be like, okay, gang, officially official, not from some anonymous email bullcrap. I'm restarting the... Pickle Rick, I'm the downfall of humanity. I bought a pair this past summer. Boo! I'm going to start blaming my footwear from now on instead of the dog, says Chuck. I would, if they would let me announce it, I would happily do that. Yeah, if they would let me announce it. I wonder if, I would assume they have a wallet somewhere where they still have some giveaway stuff. I'd be like, okay, look, here's the deal. Let me, if I can announce it, let's just do a giveaway. Let's just have some fun with it. Let me come up there. Let me do it from HQ. Let's give away some packs. Let's give away some protos. Let's have some fun with it. Let's get everybody in there, and then let's turn it into a marketing opportunity. There'd be a lot of booing and hissing, but there'd be a lot of celebration from the short-sighted, sad people who get excited at other people's problems. Funko Fun Squad NFTs coming soon. I would very much love to be able to put that to bed. I would rather be able to come back and go, gang, they told me to tell you. We're retooling and coming back soon. But I don't know that I don't think I'm going to get that kind of go ahead. I used to be a punk rocker till I bought Crocs. That's a great t-shirt. There's a whole line of t-shirts there I think possible. Like, I used to be a man until I got Crocs. No, that one doesn't work. That's problematic. I used to be, used to, and then a line until I wore Crocs. See, you're smarter than they are, Sully. I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. I think I got to launch the 4K in order to. We're approaching the max on the RAM again. I used to be a man until you got no. No, I am a better person because of my marriage. There you go. I used to be macho, then I bought Crocs. There you go. That's much better. I used to be cool with just an arrow pointing down. Crocs. Ooh, look what I got. That's a boost? Oh, it'll be available in Fortnite. Well, let's equip that now. I don't know what a boost that would look like. Does it spit out Batman logos? Burn it all video or keep it all video. What's up, Nadu? How are you doing, brother? All right, we'll play a few games. We'll give away some Sully Bucks. And then I'm going to get out of here close to 2 so I can have some late lunch. And then get to work on getting your NFTs out to you, your freebie for today, which is a Tron Ares inspired. Got to get packed. Got to get out of here early tomorrow. So, oh, I know. Ooga, that'd be fun. But I'll be back this weekend. I come back Friday night late. I don't think I'll be streaming Saturday or Sunday, but I may play some games. Rumors of Mystery Machine coming to Fort Nightmares. Well, I'm not one. I don't like rumors, but I know Tanner always tells me that those who created Fortnite, they're like okay with people digging in and sharing information about the game, but I don't like rumors. Too many bad things come out of it, and no one in this world needs to know anything 5 minutes before everybody else, unless it's like a nuclear bomb is headed our way. And even then, they probably shouldn't know before anybody else. Oh, I saw that coming. I did not jump. I was waiting to try and block that shot. See, there's the problem for PlumSoft. Rumors start, and then people think it's been confirmed, and then they talk about it, and then people get upset when they say, why did they cancel something when there was never anything in the first place, so it couldn't have been canceled. That's what I'm talking about, Professor Josh. Yeah, they're like, because they put it in the game, people dig, and they found it, and they've not had a problem with that. It's not like where, Funko gets a license and... Oh! And then nobody's supposed to talk about it until X date. But just in general, I still don't like rumors. Just a personal thing. Platinum on doubles? Nice. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, get in there, get in there. Oh, nice. We all want to know 10 seconds before the next guy. Human nature. I don't have that desire. I don't need to know that. I've learned about all the horrors of what come from things getting out too soon. all the problems it causes, and so that nature in me is gone. I do not have that. I hear a rumor and I immediately go, I don't want to talk about this. I know I'm a weirdo. Oh, that's gonna get shot down here. There he is. Oh, I thought that was going to be a good set. I hit that into the wall just a tad hard. I would have blocked that if he hit it. No! Oh, where'd that guy come from? Don't ever put that in writing, Pop and Stock. Garden graphic. Absolutely. I'm scared for your financial future. That's great. Good hit. I didn't know the guy was still... Oh, he got blown up. That's why. Why was he still on this end of the map? The pitch. Ooh, set it, set it, set it. Oh, big whiffa from rolls there. Oh, I thought I was going to stuff that right back at him. Trying to loop right back up. Set that. No! I hit the reverse and it did not reverse. What happened? I tried to... Look at this. We're down 2 points, so let's forfeit. The reverse was too slow. I thought it was going to be immediate. I never do that, but I thought I could back up and stop the ball. Oh my God. Wax back at $1. That would take... I mean, it's possible, but it would take a bit of a miracle. Bit of a miracle. Oh, I thought I was going to have a shot with that. He was closer to the ball than I thought. We got to push. I can't play big on defense. Oh, he tapped it. I thought I was going to get an actual shot with that, too. Ooh. Oh, if that had gone in, we could have had at least a kickoff attempt. Win Lambo. Don't need no Lambo. My Ford Fusion 2010 is perfect. I would just take let's get a few bucks out of it. I'd be happy instead of what I've lost out of it. But luckily, I didn't lose. You know, over the years, I think I've made money off wax for sure because of making my own NFTs and stuff. But it hasn't been a lot. I feel really bad for the people that invested a whole lot and lost a whole lot, like on some of these games and things. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't do my Twitchy Tide stuff for today. I didn't get any freaking Battle Bowls set up over the weekend because of the computer problems, but I did yesterday, and I'll get another one set up for today. I got to put that on my list to do. Can't get the dubs. I want to give you guys some Sully bucks, but no dubs. Another team that won't play defense? Okay. Luckily we were able to save that. Oh, it just missed it. Oh, it almost still trickled in there. I saw my teammate and backed off, but right at the goal. Oh, jeez. There are two guys over there hanging out together. That's never helpful. Close. I overset that a little bit. Good defense. That's a shot. It's got to get past him, though. I'm not losing on purpose. Oops, accidental blow up. Just get in there, ball. Get in there, ball. Yeah, let's go. I just got that right where I wanted to change the angle. Almost went high. That was not an accident. I know, I'll admit it if it's an accident. That was on purpose. I got lucky that it didn't go a little high. But that's where I was aiming. No, somebody play defense. Dang it. The kickoffs are the worst. People are more concerned about getting boosts than playing the game. Anyone else bum Funko didn't do anything yet around the theme curiosities and oddities? Yeah, right, Professor Josh, like, I was expecting a little something, but who knows what's at the booth? Maybe they'll surprise us with something there. But I was expecting something different for sure. I wonder if, like, were they trying to get more licenses that were supposed to be spooky, scary, horror themed, and that didn't work? Or was there another plan at play for what they'll do around the booth itself? Both our guys on the side, super helpful. Oh, good job, teammate. Set it, set it, set it. Or shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Good defense. No! Dang it. Good shot. Yo, what's up, Jungle Banana? Congrats on your win earlier. My teammate was right there, just couldn't quite stop him. It was a good try. Close one. Oh, wow. That was good on his part. Oof, that was scary. Come on. Oh, teammate missed it. Come on. Might be going to Rocky Moto booth for that NYCC Frankenstein. Actually, I don't think they have their own booth. I think it's somewhere else, isn't it? I didn't need to look that up. I did see it. It's very cool, but I don't think they have their own booth. think their stuff is at another booth. I could be wrong. Does anybody can confirm that? Oh, thank you, Jungle Banano. Sorry there haven't been as many bowls lately. I've run into technical issues with the computer. I finally got some going yesterday, and I'll try to get another one today. But I was pretty good at getting them done daily. But a couple of problems here lately. Oh crap! I missed that. I'm out of boost. Another loss. Dang. Sorry, gang. Is Toy Temple who's doing it? Yeah, thank you, Tech. You confirmed it, so did Josh. They have a special figure for UCS. Yeah, I'm surprised that I knew Rakimoto. I'm sorry, I knew Thrilljoy said they were going to go and then had a problem and had to back out. But I was surprised Rakimoto wasn't going to do it at all. Really surprised. Like, I thought they had pretty good San Diego Comic-Con, had their party. Feels like a natural progression to also have a New York Comic-Con booth. I know it's trickier. It's more expensive. Because of the facility and just being in New York, it comes with added difficulties. But from a marketing standpoint, it's your second largest. Don't let anybody fool you to think it's the largest con. It's not. But it's the second largest con in the country. I feel like that just have something, like a billboard there of nothing. There's another Snoopy. Oh wow! It is the year Peanuts. Oh, get in there, ball. Get in there, ball. Let's go. Tech said, I'm happy to see $7 a pop has Brian and Priscilla signing one day. Yeah, that is cool. I'm really glad Priscilla's signing. It's interesting that Brian's going to be there even though Thrilljoy is not. I guess that's good for the company that he's going to be representing. I don't know if he's doing any kind of panels or anything. But that's good. I mean, as the face of the company in a year where they're trying to build some market share. Definitely, I think, makes sense for him to be there. He's gone to New York. When he was at Funko, he went to New York a couple of times, but he was never there for long, a day or two at most. Dang, they were still faster to get to the ball. Dang it. Whiffed. Ah, it cost us. Ben 10 and Mo 2 Man-at-Arms. Oh, the Thrilljoy? Yeah. Oh, Linder, that makes sense. I wish I could go to Designer Con, but that's not going to work out either. Not with all these trips I have coming up. Oh, I stole that boost. Missed that guy. I was trying to blow him up. Oh no. There we go. Good save. Right in front of the goal. That was a mistake. Ah, good clear by them. Oh, what? Get it out of there. Good one. That's going to get right in front of the goal. Somebody, capitalize. Let's go. So close. Oh, they got over my car somehow. Tie ball game. 2:15 left on the clock. Oh, nice, Professor Josh. That thing looks cool. Nice shot. Yeah, right, Sneakwin? I did, Linder. I did. Very, very lucky. I'm glad I was able to be in a place at that point, at least to make a few dollars donation, get a few of those entries in, and then very fortunate enough to have been selected. I am not complaining at all. Oh, I turned at the wrong time and gave him that explosion. Jobless toast. Is there a lot of employed toast? Oh, man, I hopped right where I thought he was going to possibly hit it. Come on. Set it up. Oh, I thought I had it. I was looking at the text, at the chat. Dang it. You've done many battle bowls, and I do appreciate. Absolutely, Jungle Banana. Thank you for participating in them. I thought I had that still, but I glanced away at the wrong time. Oops. Sorry, team. There you go. Get it, jobless toast. Whatever that means. Teammates on it. Nope, we both backed up. There we go. Get across. They were there. Somebody could have a shot off that, though. That could set. No, teammate. Are you kidding me? Our teammate knocked it in. I think Whatnot is bringing back a boot. Yeah, I think somebody said that they were going to be there this year. Our teammate knocked it in with 1 second left on the clock. No reason he needed to be up there next to our other teammate at all. Lost. Sorry, gang. I tried there. I tried so hard. Yeah, Whatnot had a big booth at San Diego Comic-Con a few years ago as well. I asked my rep when I was getting on if they were going to do anything at STCC this year, and never could really get a straight answer from them. They have a huge valuation on that company, and it's doing well, but it would do better if they had more people watching and possibly buying. They've got Gary Vee talking it up, and he's got a huge audience, but his audience already knows about live auctions. It's getting the average person to join that doesn't know anything about it, and you can get in front of a lot of them at a convention. First time since 2022? Really? Wow, okay. Yeah, sports cards are big for them as well. They've got a lot of a lot of different avenues that are working, but collectibles, I think, has got to be a real strong one for them. How did I miss that? Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Yep, I was smart enough. Oh. There you go, teammate. Fire it. Oh, they played good defense. He got back over there and touched it right before our teammate had a chance to shoot it. Really well done. There you go. Almost got a shot out of that. Oh, almost. I was trying to position myself in just the right place. Set. It's out front. Too far out. Ooh, that might be a shot. No! That was on me. That was my fault. I tried not to move forward. I would like to see a breakdown, Shep. I would think so. But also I see a lot of shoe streams where people are selling a ton of Jordans and stuff. I don't know. Because I don't venture out of Funko and sports cards too often. So maybe I'm blinded because I'm a little too close to it, like the drop stuff. Good hit, good hit. I guess technically they could, Red Ranger. Yeah, there you go. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Too high. Dang it. Had an opportunity. Somebody follow it. That's a perfect set. Oh, their teammate did a good job defending that one. Oh no. Have I done it again? Come on, teammate. Hit it. Our guy was just hovering above the goal. Look at this. Unbelievable. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I know, right, Red Ranger? Pop and Stock said, I think they do. The collectible space is absolutely nuts at the moment. People can't pay rent, but somehow collectibles are super strong. I know, right? That's scary. Very scary. No. Come on, set it, set it, set it, set it. Oh, there we go. No economic talk allowed. Stock market, all-time high. It's shocking. Yeah, Ali sent me an interesting video talking about how people spending money on collectibles like blind boxes and stuff is a precursor to an economic recession, and it's makes a lot of sense what I watched, and is a bit scary about the future of our country. I thought for sure one of my teammates would be coming up. Ugh, just a little off. Oh, let's go. We got a game. We got a game. You can go heavy on Lahoot Hoots. You can't go wrong there. Pretty soon they'll have to live in the storage unit with collectibles. I wonder where the relation between storage facilities and economic well-being is, because there's definitely something to that too. Like people having more stuff than home. That would be an interesting study to do. Oh, well, that's been a thing for years, going to Graphic. When I was in high school, I worked for a guy who had storage facilities, and we had to go and get people out of there regularly. Overtime, our best chance. I don't know about in Crisis, but I definitely think Labubu only had a certain shelf life, and it's pretty much played out now. There's a ton of people that'll tell you that about Pop, but that's not been true for a long time. It's been disproven time and time again. Labubu was closer to Beanie Babies than was Funko for sure, because of the licensing. I've always said that. I almost went. Oh. Uh-oh, this guy's got a shot. Hope somebody went back. Good defense. Oh, it's a good set. Teammates on it. I don't need to press. Oh. Oh, that was close. Don't push, don't push. I think Pop Mart is realizing that, and Lulubu has been collaborating a lot with other IPs. Yeah, they had to do that for sure. Get it out, get it out, get it out. They knew the Beanie Baby thing was happening. I don't know, Gornographic. That might be pushing it. Oh, I got blowed up. Don't go in. Don't go in. Nobody rotated a defense. Another loss. What a list. What a string of losses. I wish my storage unit had power. I'd bring a large battery pack instead of light inside to see better. Climate control doesn't mean it's nice and cool either. I was blessed in that the one I was using had lighting and was truly climate controlled. It was always nice, but it was expensive as hell. All the storage up here units are expensive as hell. I was making a decent car payment. All right. I could play for like 20 more minutes. If I can get a win, I'd love to give you guys some Sully bucks, but doing okay, just not with the right teammates. And yeah, Labubu was always problematic. I'm glad like my stepdaughter got one that was worth a couple of bucks. We were able to sell that on eBay and get her a little money for her pocket, which was awesome. She was excited about that before the bottom fell out. I don't know what it looks like now, but like I haven't looked on eBay in a while to see if any are still selling. Your cat's beheaded it. That's good security you got. They like to try to raise rent automatically, but usually just talk to the guy at the desk to get back to. Luckily, I just had to have it in storage for 1 year before I was able to move it. So it was a lot for the 1 year, but I was able to get out before they raised it on me. Yeah, I mean, that's a business where they know, that's a strategy for sure. They're like, well, especially in a big unit, these people don't want to move all this stuff. That's a lot of stuff to move. But I've more than made the money to pay for that, and probably what I paid for my pops in the sales that I've done. So, and I still got plenty to go. How are we on the RAM? Constant watch. It's right back up at that max point again. Pornographic. If you got Discords, I'm all over it. I need all the Discords. I was waiting for that game that was going to really benefit me. That mini contest. All Discords worth an entry into a proto for a Discord. I would have had to have won it. No defense. Nobody's back. I got an easy goal. They botched it. I let my teammate have it, but he didn't get there in time. Holy moly. That was crazy that he actually saved that. Well, I had it. Teammate popped it up. Oh my god, how did that go in? That was crazy. What an angle. Pornographic, you serious? That's an interesting play you made there. Where's the friggin' boost? Thank God I was there to hit that. Our teammate whiffed it. Never joke about something that serious. The long play. I do believe in the long play. I just don't know if it's there for My Little Pony, but I wish you the best. I really do. Teammate whiffed again. It's that same guy. Can't trust him. It's a set. That's a good one, too. Nobody there. I was able to get the boost, too. No kidding, popping stock? Dang. Awesome. Just totally set them up. OFC, you can trust them to whiff again. Oh, that's true. I haven't looked at the MLP ones in a while. Maybe there's an angle popping stock. If the digital is over, what's the life of the physical pops and their values on the tertiary market? Like, is there a way to keep an eye on that and share regularly about where the values are to help build some momentum around the value of those pops? Because, like, the hobby DBs and the PPGs are not showing correct info. Nobody's focusing on the values in the tertiary market, I don't think. No website or... Come on, come on, follow it, follow it, follow it. Get out of the way. Oh, he was right there. He passed it to our teammate. Our teammate was just a little too slow. Good shot. I cannot buy what I need today. God dang it. Jeez. Impossible to grab the accurate value. It's not like cards that are well, I wouldn't say impossible. I think as long as it's not automatable. You can't automate it. But if you could get all the data and tag the right ones, I've said that before. It does require a human intervention. It can be done, and that's the way HobbyDB used to do it. Is they had everything would be pulled. Here are all listings that include that item. And then somebody went through and tagged, yes, it's good to include this one, no, don't include this one, etc. So I don't think you can automate it, is my point. All right, maybe one more. I'll try to get a win. If I can get a win, I'll give you guys like 150 Sully bucks. But look at that, gold 1. Oh, good Lord. I'm a platinum ranked player. How am I gold 1 right now? That's pathetic. Yeah, I looked into trying to build something pop in stock, like the formula for this of what to include, not to include, stuff like that, to possibly automate it some, but yeah, right, Gornographic? That is a correction. It's really a matter of teammates. Well, I mean, in general, grading the pops, yeah, would certainly help a lot of the issues, but it comes at such an expense. It's a tough sell. And the fact that, like, when we talk to our community here, a lot of people are like, oh, I'd like to grade, but I'm not sending my pops in the mail to possibly be destroyed just for the purpose of, hoping to get a grade. Yeah, exactly, pop in stock. Exactly. But again, that human intervention element that HobbyDB had worked for years and I would check it against eBay and it was accurate. They were doing a great job. But I think, well, I don't know what happened, honestly. Did they lose the people that were involved helping to tag those auctions correctly? Man, just can't buy a win today. I don't know what happened. But all of a sudden it was off, and now they're just not collecting much data at all, it seems. Maybe they tried to automate it and did too much. Well, thousands of daily sales for regular pops, but is the same to be said of the NFT pops? I don't think there's enough sales daily of NFT pops that it would, like, if we had a whole community of people that were willing to help. Or even just a few people. I don't know. I don't know what's feasible. Oh, my teammates quit already. Okay, I gotta try to win this on my own. Really? 1v3 and you're going to blow me up. Okay. All right. One v 3 and I just scored on him. Embarrassing. Yeah, I wonder how many daily sales there are of NFT pops. That would be an interesting stat to see. I'm betting it's dozens, maybe. Dang it, the blow up again. Just let me play. That's not gonna help. Would have saved me. Oh my god, the children. I'm pretty sure at this point it is literally just a knee-jerk reaction. Like, they can't even know they're not. They can't stop it. They don't even know they're doing it. What a save, what a save, what a save every time somebody scores. Oh, almost. Oh, I thought he was going to hit it. Ah, tried. Here comes what it saves. I'm leading all scorers across both teams. I don't know if that means anything. 35 sold. Yeah. Yeah, I think you'd have to look for digital, NFT, Grail, Legendary, but then you got the stupid, or you've got the naming conflict. Let me choose my words. The naming conflict of the limited edition tier pops also that carry those terms. But I still think it's feasible. I think it really is feasible. They get a guy playing defense. Dang, he's gonna steal my boost. Almost. Dang it. It's going slow-mo now. Dang it. Can't get back in time. Well, I scored one on him. Papa Sox says, hey, oh yeah, I read that. Yeah, what if there were 85 sales a day and each, like, what information would you need to know real quick if it should be factored in or not? And honestly, the condition, unless it's like severely damaged, You could include the average selling price of anything from light damage to mint. I would say even take out the graded ones. Those should be monitored separately. But you could take out anything and then look for keywords like box damage and take those out. And then count everything else in. I think you could simplify it wouldn't be 100%, but it would be way better. And it could at least we could get a moving estimate of value over time to know, hey, look what the NFT pops are doing. Or it'd be better if we could solve the problems that HobbyDB and PPG are having and get those values back again. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they could do to fix their algorithms, but it needs something. It needs something horribly. Not something horrible, something horribly. Oh, I did not miss that. I didn't bite. Oh no. I dare move out, because then one of my teammates is going to tip it, and I'm not going to have a chance to do anything about it. Just like that. Sorry, bro. Trying to help. Good shot. Oh, great save. Get in the goal. Let's go. Some people charge more with free shipping. Some people charge less, but high shipping. Some listings have one name in it. Yeah, but I think it can all be averaged out. I think you include both the shipping and the cost of the pop total, and then you could probably factor out like a fair $7 off each one for shipping, or you just leave it in there and you say the average value of these includes shipping, but at least it's even across the board. And if it got free shipping, usually those go for more. I don't know. It's a lot. I get it. But I would sure love to know the information. Come on. Gotta get it out of there. Nice job. Chase Elliott, what's happening? How'd that guy get back there so quick? That was really good. Oh, get in the goal. Get in the goal. I finally got some luck. Finally got some luck. Used him like a wedge. There we go. Let's see if we can hold on to this one. 200 Sully bucks in the end of the stream. If we can get the dub here as a team. Oh no, teammate! Dang it. He didn't do anything wrong. I just meant bad timing that we both ended up in the same spot at the same time. Whoa, nice shot. Lost connection, my ass. Look at that. Good follow by Rob there. Really nice shot. That's how you do. No, I didn't check. It was an accident. I did not mean to rhyme. Is that a crime? Messed it up. Wow, what are the odds? Oh, good defense. Way to get back. Ooh, good pass and nobody was there. He got it himself. Good job. Even if they forfeit, I'm giving the 200 solid bucks. So I sell my pop for $1 plus $100 in shipping. If he returns it, I only refund $1. I got it, and the MVP. Let's get out of here. We take my gold 1 and run away from this deal. Horrible outing on Rocket League today, but at least you guys will benefit a bit from it. So let's add points all 200. YouTube doesn't like it, but let's see if Twitch does. Yeah, successfully added 200 points to all of you. Okay, got the dub, had some fun. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me. Ultimately had a pretty good stream. It's getting twitchy, so we need to get out of here before Twitch gets too twitchy. Let me see who's on that we can raid over to. I will be off to New York Comic Con tomorrow. I will be back Friday evening late. My next stream will be next Tuesday, but while I'm there, I will try to do a stream or two. If nothing else, I will definitely be posting to my social channels. So if you guys will follow along this weekend and like some stuff, that'd be awesome. I would appreciate it, but I'm going to go have a blast. Absolutely. Let's get a raid going here to Welsh Dan. Monster Pete, absolutely. Thank you. You guys go have a great time. Remember to wash your hands, check in on somebody you love, make sure they're doing okay. And above all else, most importantly, Nerds Unite. See you at New York Comic Con. Bye, everybody. Here we go.